with Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanted to be said. 90 minutes for Phil to fill with so much time to kill. He promised Char, but all he does instead is beg and shell. The stream's online and straight away begins to wane, but all is fine as long as Char's been 9 and doesn't step out of line. His content sound mature for all to enjoy, like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran through to feeling so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. His supports us also slow and stays so low and fails to grow. You never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Most things up across the board, we charge the ward because his code can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us all feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch it creep, we play bingo while Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across our screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals our soul machine. He's not burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if I true fan his chatters can't see if others make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and slaps his leg before launching into a bike, pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of Clawless Cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that tits done well and they were right. With drama he will react, but as an actor it's a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Pre-stream's nearly over and a win is in sight, with little white despite Phil delight that tits were not light. We'll say alright, it is okay, and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tits will help from being off the other day, and with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end.
What is up, everyone?
Hey guys, King Jat here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Tuesday, the 5th of August 2025. I do hope you're all doing very well indeed, and I hope you're having a fine day and a fine week so far. We are back with some DSP Bingo, and Phil certainly had a mixed bag of results yesterday when it came to things like, you know, goals and success or whatever. Actually, yesterday was strange for him because even though Phil hit one goal yesterday, it didn't really feel like it. I will address that later on though. But yeah guys, welcome to Bingo, hope you're all doing well. I was just trying to address this kind of thing. YouTube has changed how their default player size is. This is actually apparently, this is a new default player size for me anyway. I cannot go, if I want to go smaller than this, I need to hit, you know, like mini player. You know, and it fucking goes all the way down there, not shit, you know what I mean? So, nah, it's weird, I don't know what's going on. Picture in picture and all, nah, it's dumb. It is dumb. Stop doing picture in picture. So yeah. I don't know why YouTube changed things like that, you know what I mean, but the default player is all of a sudden quite fucking large and hefty, like I am. So there we go. No sign of Phil yet. Phil Burnell nowhere to be seen yet, and neither are any of his fans or audience. So yeah, some things there changed. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. As I said, you know what I mean, there's a couple of things for us to go through before we start bingo, and first of all, of course, I'll go through some tweets here. This is a blast from the past here, but I must go through it because Meow Block decided to share a clip again from way back when.
Parallelogram Yosef Red Heart tipped £5. That rap thing was whack.
Hey Yosef, I hope you're doing well, pal. Thank you very much for that, very kind of you indeed, you know, and the rap thing was whack. I mean, to be fair, that, as I said, like that intro, like, I'm still surprised how well that worked. Remember, I wrote that, performed it, and uploaded it all within like 2 hours. Like it was like a one-day project. I found the tune and I immediately started writing something for the tune, and all of a sudden I had it and I performed it straight away, and then before I knew it I fucking had it. So it's one of those kind of things where just like everything just clicked into place effectively very easily, and it's one of those rare things that, you know, it was easy. As weird as it sounds, it was very easy to do it, you know. I mean, it just came, you know, sometimes it's very hard for me to try and come up with some good things like that, you know. I mean, but yeah, cry me a river, cheeky bastard, get back to your radio fluid. Well, thank you very much for it, BF5 tip, very kind of you indeed. Hope you're doing well, pal, and hope life has been good to you as well. Anyway, I think we all remember, right, if you see this game being played, I think you know what's going to come up here from Phil and this current little clip here from Meow Block.
Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Actually, if I combed my hair to a side comb, that's exactly how my hair would look with a side comb. Because that's how I used to look when I was in elementary school. My mom used to comb my hair like that. But actually, the truth is, that's why my hairline is much less on one side than the other. Because all the way until I was like maybe 16, 17 years old, my mom always did my hair like that.
Phil's mother combed his hair was side parting all the way until Phil was 16 or 17.
So because she always parted the hair there, it actually fucked up my hairline. And that's why, that's exactly where my part was, right where my hairline's fucked up. You see? So...
You know the best part about it? The following day, Phil denied he said that. Yeah, it's funny. I don't know why, obviously it's like, it's funny because I was like, Broside Phil mentioned it just last night on the stream of, you know, he kind of recovered the 220 thing as a discussion with Officer Whitney, you know, and I just, because like the whole thing came up, I just sent Broside Phil this thing I made from before. I made this thing before for one of the bingo thumbnails way back when. It's just kind of funny it's getting brought up again, you know what I mean, and just people are enjoying the whole thing. Like Phil's mother brushed his hair until he was like fucking in high school, almost fucking graduating high school practically. It's crazy to me. He's a senior in high school effectively, you know what I mean, and Phil's mama still brushing his hair for him. Oh hell. But there you go. I was just a classic little blasting past that little clip there from Yablock. Now, Broside Phil sent me something, and he's got it on Twitter as well. Found a class from Phil's schooling, and the video is argue like a narcissist, you know. I'm not seeing the shit, you know what I mean, but if it's Broside Phil certified, then I'm sure it's going to be robust.
How to argue like a narcissist.
I'm sorry, what?
All right, remember we have one goal in this class. Who remembers what it is?
Gaslight them into feeling like the crazy one. Empathy?
Avoid accountability.
Right. I might be in the wrong class.
You are the victim. Never forget that.
Why not just take responsibility for the way our words and actions impacted them?
Oh, because while our egos are huge, they're also extremely fragile. See, we've built a fantasy world in which we're perfect and entitled to praise and admiration.
We can't make a mistake. That would collapse the entire system. Yikes.
All right, first question. Someone comes to you vulnerably and says that you did something that hurt their feelings. What do you do?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's not seek to understand their perspective.
Never.
Saying nothing I do will ever be good enough for you.
Bingo! I would have also accepted you do the same thing to me, or I thought love doesn't keep score. You could also just shame spiral, and then they feel bad for bringing it up and end up apologizing to you.
Call me crazy, but this sounds like textbook control and manipulation.
Finally, you said something right for once. Remember, you are allowed to fake empathy.
Fake empathy, that's really good.
You are allowed to fake accountability and say that you'll change, as long as you just never follow through.
But won't that person just catch on?
Well, hopefully by now you've formed a trauma bond with this person, so the intermittent love bombing paired with gaslighting should keep them feeling confused that they are actually the problem. All right, next week we're going to talk about how to fake an apology without actually saying the words "I'm sorry."
Jesus, I mean that does actually really. Phil ticks a lot of those boxes for absolute certainty. You know, I mean, it's undeniable. There's quite a lot of. I'm sensing a pattern. You know, I'm sensing a pattern with Phil and that shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, Jesus man, that was you know. Barrett Wells shared this as well, and I thought I'd share it with you guys as well, because some of these things that he has created from before has been fantastic. He shared some of his old movie posters involving Phil, you know, because like, he's responding to a tweet here. It costs no money to support a poster artist, and Barrett Wells retweeted that sort of thing with his own poster art when it relates to Phil. Cardiac with Jasper with the WWE champions and the whole, and of course you've also got RoboCop, the future of internet streaming, part pig, part roach, all cop. Blame it on the lag and Phil's bizarre face and RoboCop. Also, you've got Falling Down from the Rafters, A Tale of Urban Delusion. Philip Titless, you know, and his Zelda jammies and Bubblegum. Yeah. And finally, we can't forget Mrs. Goutfire. Mrs. Goutfire, so yeah. Jade and Derek, fuck me, man. But yeah, good stuff indeed. So Barrett Wells, obviously, very creative with his art. And just sharing off some of his finer creations from before. So good stuff indeed. We have a final clip here. I mean, I could just show you guys this in full context from Phil's late stream. You know, this clip here is basically Phil receiving $100, but a lot of people don't feel. Well, people think that Phil received a tip a lot earlier but didn't want to announce it because he wanted money to come in for him because he needed support. Or he wanted to give the impression that he needed support. So, yeah, context matters. I'll show you, okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you the full context and a situation, okay? So, before anything else, of course, hold on, let's just go make sure it's Phil live yet. No, there's no sign of Phil Burnell whatsoever. Anyway, but yeah, here is Phil's night stream Okay. Now, very important to note here that Phil has not hit a goal yet. You know, the day stream failed for him, and this Minecraft night stream. So Phil got about $100 on a day stream playing Death Stranding 2, and he was not very happy. Boo hoo! He didn't get a goal. Wow. Minecraft night stream only $87. Okay, and he's about to clock out now. This is him basically fucking finishing up. So this is interesting to say the very least.
All right. Oh my god, guys, it's 9:40. I gotta get out of here. So it looks like this will have to wait. Next time around, if someone contributes to name the cat, then we'll do it. But it looks like the cat's not gonna get named tonight because I'm out of time. I gotta get out of here.
But according to his schedule, he finishes at 10. The night streams are meant to go from 7 PM to 10 PM, but Phil is claiming he's too late, and he has to leave now, even though he's got 20 minutes left in his schedule.
Right? All right, well, I mean, that was crazy night, was it not? That was fun to go out and explore, and we found a pirate ship. We got an insane amount of loot that we can now do things with. It's actually...
I was reliably informed that Phil spent 40 minutes on a stranded stationary pirate ship. So in Minecraft, you come across some of these pirate ships which contain some loot and treasure maps and in the ocean biomes or but yeah, but these aren't actually operating ships. These are it's just basically, you know, pretend ships, you know, in the game and map, whatever. They're randomly generated. And Phil spent 40 fucking minutes on one somehow.
a lot of the things that we were looking for, right? But I'm done. I can't go super late. We're already late. I already went over my time to get the cat back home. So that's it for Minecraft, and it's weird because every week this happens. We get to this point, and I say, well, guys, I'm sorry, we didn't hit the support goal. And because of that, we're not going to play it next week. This happens every week. And then, undoubtedly, at the end of the stream, someone comes in and does there's a big contributions bomb, whether it's a super chat or a bunch of subs, and then we hit the goal, and then we end up doing it the next week. So I don't even want to say that right now, because those of you watching on demand might be so confused that we even did it this week because of that. But it's just simple. I can't stay late. So unless we get a contribution soon, we're not doing it next week. We'll give it a skip, and then maybe we'll bring it back in 2 weeks and see how it does. I like doing this weekly. I do. Okay? But I'm not going to keep it in the rotation every single week if it's going to be this, a game that's not going to be supported. I just don't get it, because we have a good crowd. I feel like we always have a great crowd for Minecraft. We even have an offer of someone, they said they will match $20 and no one contributes at all. So I don't get it. I really don't.
But Phil, they matched to offer of 0. Other people were given 0, so they matched to offer of 0.
Alright, well, that is it for this week's Minecraft. We'll see if and when it comes back. Who knows? I say never, but I gotta get out of here. So everyone, good night. See you next time for more Minecraft, whenever that may be. Okay.
So YouTube mode is officially off now. He stopped recording. Look what happens as soon as YouTube mode gets turned off.
Alrighty, everybody. So let's quit. And let's get set up for tomorrow. I just received a $100 tip from Only Iced Infinite. $100 tip from Only Iced Infinite.
I don't believe that. Or if it did happen, I don't think it happened right there.
And he said, shout out to my girlfriend tonight. Well, there you go. Only Iced...
Shout out to whom? Whom's the fuck are you shouting out?
$1 tip from Only Iced Infinite. And he said, shout out to my girlfriend tonight. Well, there you go. Only Iced Infinite, thank you for a $100 tip. Are you ready for this?
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Ready? If I can find it. Here we go.
Who fucking cares?
Thank you, Only Iced Infinite, for a $100 tip.
It doesn't sound very enthusiastic, does he? It doesn't sound quite pleased or anything with that.
Yes, I have sound attached to it. Now, like I said, I put sound attached to all of the tips and all of the super chats. So, yes, that is the classic soundboard sound from years ago. I brought it back.
Who fucking cares?
So there you go. Thank you, Only Iced Infinite. Let me get the lights on. So for the record, Only Iced Infinite, if you want the honor of naming the cat, you can have it. I mean, you just did an insanely generous contribution, and you absolutely deserve that honor if you want it,
Who
because that is so awesome.
cares?
To tip $100, which means now we have exceeded the goal. Indeed, we have. We are now at 93 out of 100 goals hit. On our way to a new DSP tries it this week at some point. I don't know when it's going to happen at this rate because we're not hitting goals, right? We're not.
And he was just given $20 there as well. Basically, Phil made over $200 on a night stream, but he was sitting on a $100 tip for the longest time, hoping and praying somebody would fucking come along and give him more money. Because a lot of people are under the impression that Phil received that tip far before. Because him reading it out lacked so much enthusiasm. Like, he had no... There was no excitement, there was no surprise. It was like just... It's like he's fucking just reading a fucking script or something. It's bizarre. Utterly bizarre. Technically, Phil made $300 yesterday, which technically you could argue is 2 goals. But because Death Stranding 2 only received $100 and Minecraft received $200, he's only going to count it as 1 goal. That does not sound very fair to his audience, does it? His audience gave him $300 in one day, but because it's got to be $150 per stream, then one of them won't count as a goal.
So, I don't know when we're going to do it. 1 billion simoleons and a $2 super chat says, why are you so grumpy? Well, I'm a little agitated at how hard it was to get the cat back to my pound. I'm relieved that we did. But you have to understand, this is happening with Minecraft every single week. Now, Chef Domesky just did a $20 super chat that says, goal! So, I'll actually play Chef Domesky.
He was more excited about a $20 super chat than he was about a fucking tip. I don't know, is it even goddamn real? Who fucking knows? But Phil showed more enthusiasm for a fucking $20 super chat than he did for a $100 tip.
A $20 animation because sadly super stickers don't get them. Chef Domesky, this one's for you. Thank you, Chef Domesky.
Utterly fucking bizarre. Utterly fucking. So that's how Phil's night stream ended effectively. You know what I mean? So very fucking go. Very strange indeed. Fuck me. Is the bad man still no? Wait. The bad man is awake. The bad man's in his Kick chat, saying hello to everyone in Kick, and now he's saying hello to people on YouTube. Good morning, all 2 individuals that are in this chat. Wow. Anyway, while we wait for Phil Burnell to start things off and start the show, whatever, how about we enjoy a robust Snort Burnell compilation from Phil's day stream? This is DSP ranting. Also, this is everything from Phil's day stream, including the podcast as well, which we saw some of. But we also get to see the Death Stranding 2 stuff as well. But Phil complains about not hitting the goal.
Let's play the game!
Whoops, press wrong button there, my bad.
Oh my god!
I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. He is not a real person.
Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Books. Now, there's no animations for anything below 5, so sadly, you won't see new animations or sound effects unless it's a $5 contribution. It's always been that way. So, $5 super chat, $5 tip or above, you'll have animations and sound effects playing. Okay? So, thank you for that. Oh, there we go.
Boom Arms defeat DSP says, what about 220? Hey, Boom Arms, you do realize that the whole 220 thing was completely fabricated.
Oh god, not again. Not again. I do hope you guys checked out Broside Phil's recapping of that from the other night, by the way. Also, I went and redirected the bingo stream to Broside Phil stream when they kind of recapped some of his antics as well. But yeah, Phil trying his best to rewrite history, you know, as usual. What a surprise. Phil doing his absolute damnedest to fucking just erase, you know, historical facts that can't disprove the fucking bullshit claims that he's trying to retcon.
Completely false. Never had any truth to it whatsoever. Literally not a lick of evidence or anything was ever shown. It was just all hearsay. And you all believed it because you're all a bunch of fucking mouth-drooling idiots, right? You do realize that no one involved in that story was real. It was completely made up from the ground up. And people are just so dumb they believe it because they don't need to see any facts. They just want to believe negative things. You know that, right? That you're a dunce, that you're a fucking idiot. I just want to make that clear to you that you're actually the most gullible fucking moron on this planet because you believe everything you're told for the memes and the giggles, right?
Salty. Very salty. Because everything in here salty. And so if you're okay with salt or sodium overload, you'll probably like this.
If you don't know what's going on, graphics, that's a good thing. These are dumbasses on the Kick chat who do detractor memes and shit. But all the stuff that they reference is always false and fake. They're dumb memes that were made up that have nothing to do with reality, but they just all circle jerk each other into believing that everything is true, even though there's never ever been a lick of evidence of anything that they say. They just fucking, oh yeah, it's true. See, and there you go. Well, can you provide that it's evidence that it's false? No, you stupid fucking moron. You don't have to do that. In real life, it's called innocent until proven guilty.
Well, that's not how real life works. That's when you're in a court of law. That's how that shit works. But in real life, it's a fucking I think Bro Seinfeld coined it the court of public opinion. Here's a simple situation, okay? Bro Seinfeld, last night again, for the second time at least, laid out all the facts at his disposal. All the information he had at his disposal, which backs up what he feels his side of the story, his side of events. Phil's rebuttal to this accusation, essentially, is just to say it's not true and not provide any substance whatsoever, no evidence on his own part. Phil's defence is nah, and that's it. Even though Phil confirmed with Broside Phil on a different stream that the incident report that Broside Phil had in front of him shared the incident report that Phil filed with the local police department. So yeah, like it's bizarre for Phil to try and claim that this police report is fake and fabricated, or whatever. It's so fucking weird. And put it this way, when it annoys Phil this much, it's probably true. He wouldn't get us worked up over something that had no substance to it whatsoever.
You don't get to just throw a zillion fucking accusations at someone and then say, well, unless they can prove it, it's true. That's not how it works, you fucking idiot. I can make up anything about anyone right now, and you're just gonna blanket believe it, even though I've provided absolutely no evidence and it's just hearsay of two people saying stuff. Why are you so dumb? Like, no, I have to ask this question. All right, where is this fucking boom arm idiot? Who are you?
So right now, he's about to describe Jade and how Jade lives his life.
And who pays for your internet? Who pays your bills in life?
Yes, actually, all my bills get paid by my viewers. Duh. That's how it works.
That's a great fucking edit. That's a fantastic fucking edit.
There's no way that someone as dumb as you actually holds a job. So who are you leeching off of? Is it your parents? Is it the government? I really want to know. I want to get to the heart of these people on the internet that are this stupid and actually just sit there believing toxic fucking hatred against people. Who are you? How do you exist? Because I'm shocked that you get out of bed every day and don't immediately trip and put your head through the wall and kill yourself because you're so stupid, right? How do you actually use the bathroom without like defecating all over the floor? How do you tie your own shoes?
Yeah, Jade.
I need to know how dumb people like you actually fucking get away with it.
Yeah, Jade.
Because it's obvious if you're that fucking ignorant and stupid that someone's doing everything for you.
Yeah, Jade. Wait a second. No, he's not talking about Jade here, my bad. Although Jade ticks every single one of those fucking boxes. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to fucking pick on Jade, but every single fucking thing Phil described there is pretty much what Jade has to fucking go through. That is his family, you know what strikes me as incredible? Jade is going to listen to this rant and probably fucking think to himself, yeah, you go off on him, Phil, you tell him, Phil, you get him fucking told, Phil, you fucking tell that no good, evil kick person. And every single thing that Phil is ridiculing this person about is everything that is something that Jade has up with him. Which is crazy to me, but I guess Jade lacks the mental comprehension to understand and connect the fucking dots properly, it is what it is, nothing they can do. Bugged, Jade mechanics.
Right? You're not actually independent. There's no way.
That's like me, right? That's like me. I mean, talk about not having any self-awareness. Like, that 220 meme is just so stupid. From what I'm to understand, again...
Phil, you don't understand it all. Okay, so I'll let Phil explain it first.
This is just me trying to understand it from an outsider's perspective, because I don't watch or listen to garbage from morons. I guess they're trying to say that a police officer came out to my house, looked around and saw that I had a bunch of security cameras around.
Why are you saying that like some sort of strange fucking thing, Phil? You have admitted in the past several times that you have security cameras outside your home. You have admitted this before. This is not news. You have told everyone that you have cameras on your property.
On my house? Like my house is on lockdown or something? Like, you know what I mean? Like, as Fort Knox, and there was like all this security. And then they made a report that I'm a 220, which I...
Oh, they didn't make a report you're a 220. No. The report, there was nothing to do. The report didn't contain any 220 references or anything.
This means that I'm like a crazy person who's fucking paranoid and shit or something.
Basically, Phil, when they told you to contact the FBI, that was their way of dealing with a 220. You or a 220 in a situation, you came across as some sort of mentally disturbed, unhinged individual, and they were getting fed up of trying to address your issues, your bizarre fucking problems, whatever. And so they kind of thought, oh well, fuck it, I'm fed up with this person because this fucking guy's leaving me in circles, he's fucking going on and on or whatever, and they're not making any fucking sense. So I'm just gonna fucking tell them to call the FBI and ask them to fucking attempt to deal with it, because I'm done with this individual, I cannot help them anymore. And so when they fucking told you, contact the FBI, that was their way of getting rid of you. They call that a 220.
None of that ever happened. I had to lie about things because I had to protect my ego.
Ever in history, no one ever came to my house. Everything, I made a single phone call.
According to Officer Whitney, she wasn't actually in your home. She drove by it. And Phil has no way of disproving that. Like, Phil is trying to claim that nobody fucking drove past this fucking home. He doesn't. How's he fucking going to know that, though? Like, also, what they, you know, going by their own testimony or whatever, what they told Broside, Phil, you know, they just, they knocked. They didn't get out the car and knock on the fucking door, and they drove by it just to fucking, like, say some sort of, you know, just to fucking see the situation or whatever, you know what I mean? And make sure and get a fucking, a lay of the land, essentially.
To the police once to talk about a death threat that I got against me and my family. And that was the extent of it. Nothing else ever actually happened after the initial phone call. That was it. So anything that was ever said in addition to that is a lie.
No, it's not. So, you had a phone call with an officer, and Broside Phil talking to that officer was the subject of finding out more about it. And so basically what Phil's trying to say here is that the person he talked to in the phone call is lying about the phone call they had with Phil.
And no evidence could ever be presented otherwise because it can't be true because it didn't happen. So every little piece of this weird meme story that these people have fabricated, you believe it, you're that dumb. I made one phone call to report a death threat against my family years ago. And I had a small conversation with an officer.
Officer Whitney, and how would Broside Phil know that? Phil could easily debunk this right now. Phil's already confirmed that the incident case number, whatever, that he had in front of him was the same case number that Phil had when he filed the report. So Phil has already corroborated Broside Phil's evidence and confirmed it's quite legitimate. Because Broside, you know what I'm saying? Phil, I mean, oh my god, it's incredible. I guess Phil completely forgot that he confirmed that Broside Phil had the right case in front of him the entire time.
On the phone.
So butthurt and so defensive that I was like, this is fucking great. I can't believe it.
Dude, I can't move. Again, my gun's away. Why is my fucking gun away? Fuck this guy. Yo, my gun is away again. Just gonna beat him up. I'm about to die because, dude, I can't do anything. It's in slow fucking mo. It's so bad.
I think you don't have any bullets, you dumb bastard.
And my gun never should have been away. I had it out the entire time and the game decided to fucking take it away.
So I'm going to assume that a big flashing zeros on the screen means you're not have any bullets left for that weapon. I've not played this game, so I might be wrong in what I'm seeing, but would I be right in assuming that zeros mean he has no fucking bullets whatsoever? You know, hold on, so if I rewind this when he is shooting, because he was shooting before, wasn't he? And he's like, the gun got put away. Yeah, 20, so he has bullets here. And then he's shooting, so yeah, exactly, he runs out of fucking bullets. Uses all those bullets, and so after he uses all those bullets, the gun it gets put away, I guess, automatically or something. And Phil's like, why is my gun away?
Dude, I can't move. Again, my gun's away. Why
Yeah, because you have well, you have 3 bullets left. My bad, you have like 3 fucking bullets left.
is my fucking gun away?
I think Phil fired his last 3 bullets when he was facing the wrong direction.
Why is my fucking gun away?
Maybe not. Maybe not. Where's the last 3 bullets? When did he fire the last 3 bullets?
Yo, my gun is away again. It's gonna beat him up.
He has 3 bullets left. Make them count, Phil. Oh, that's when he uses them. That's when he uses them, right there.
I'm about to die because, dude, I can't do anything. It's in slow fucking mo. It's so bad. And my gun never should have been away. I had it out the entire time and the game decided to fucking take it away from me. Dude, why did I not use the blood bag? Quit. It won't use it, dude. Whatever, it's dumb. It wouldn't use a blood bag. 3 times I hit it, it wouldn't use a blood bag. Now they're gonna make me do the whole fucking fight over.
Sam!
I'm a big
That's just awful gameplay, Phil. That's just really bad gameplay on your part. Phil's not live yet, okay, fine, I just want to make sure, so yeah. But Phil, you can't blame the game for you using all your goddamn fucking bullets.
It wouldn't use a blood bag. Now they're gonna make me do the whole fucking fight over.
Sam!
I'm a baby gamer, right? I play in the baby zone, and actually there's a mode that if I could just press the button and put the controller down, and then the game just runs through and kills everyone, plays itself, that should be the mode I play on. I think that's the better one. I mean, I'm 42 years old, for God's sakes. Come on.
We're currently at 83 bucks of support, I want to say. So we're more than halfway to the goal. But there hasn't been any support in almost 2 hours. Please support the stream if you've been enjoying the Death Stranding 2 playthrough. Please, let's keep the momentum going. And let's have a great time today with the rest of the stream.
Nope.
All
Disgusting beggar.
right, guys, we got like 20 minutes left on the stream. Last chance to support it. We're at 100 bucks. If we end this game at 100 bucks, it's going to be disheartening because we've done so well with Death Stranding 2 up to this point. We're more than halfway through the game, and I've given the game a lot of time because the streams have done well. I want to keep this in the rotation as a daytime stream. I want to see the end of the story. We're getting there. I know that a lot of the gameplay sucks.
Who
Right?
fucking
I said it
cares?
since day one, but we're having a good time interacting and hanging out while I play it so that we can actually see the story elements. Today we saw a bunch. In fact, we learned a lot today, right?
Shut the fuck up. Get a job.
About the plot and everything that's going on. So I'd like to keep it going, but I do need your support to hit this goal. Please, let's hit the goal. But we only got 20 minutes left, so now is the time. Even again, a few small super chats. We can hit this goal. We just need momentum to start. How about some support on Kick, where we've had almost none? I think we had...
How about no? Yeah, graded dick. Right, Phil would end up staying for overtime, and I believe that Phil effectively done like 12 minutes of overtime. 12 plus minutes of overtime. And before he fucked off finally.
What, 1 sub today? Can we get some Kick support?
No. It sucks that this is actually the first major stream here that we didn't hit a goal for Death Stranding 2. We have actually been doing it for the entire month I've been playing. And that's why I've kept it in the rotation and played it as much as I have and made as much progress as I have.
Cause money, yeah. Phil doesn't fucking remember anything special with the fucking game or whatever. Doesn't remember any standout bosses or whatever, or any fucking cool game mechanics. No. Phil's fucking big main takeaway from playing Death Stranding 2 is, oh well, I played it for like fucking 6 times before and I got $150 plus every single time, which is why I'm only playing the game in the first place. Phil has essentially removed the joy of gaming from his channel, which is for gaming. Phil, it's like he suffers through gameplay in order to get his reward of stuffing his face full of fucking fast food, which is his real fucking reward, his real fucking passion, his real fucking joy. The gaming is no longer a fucking passion for him, but it's something he must fucking endure. Well, fucking begging his fucking audience to fucking give him as much money as possible so he can stop fucking suffering with the gameplay. and get his big special reward of getting fucking fast food shoved in his fucking gullet.
So it does suck. Hopefully it is a one-off bad experience. Not bad experience. I mean, making $100 on a stream is not a bad thing. It just sucks that we didn't do it this time. So let's see what happens. Hopefully this is not a pattern. Maybe it's just a one-off where a couple people who normally would have supported weren't here today. And we'll see what happens next time. I am playing this again in just a couple of days, like just 2 days.
Who
We're
fucking
coming back
cares?
to make more major progress, okay? You failed as a content creator. I gotta hope that on tonight's late stream, we do hit a support goal because, as you know, 2 things. Number 1, now that's 3 goals this week we didn't hit. That's bad. That means that more often than not, we're not hitting goals. That's not good. I want to get us back on track. Number 2, as I've explained to you guys, Minecraft is in the rotation as long as we hit goals. If we don't, then we're going to take it out of rotation or play it less. You failed. You're done. It's over. You lose. Good day, sir. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me. It's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it.
Oh, fucking love it. Oh, for God's sake, I love that fucking outro so much. Excellent stuff indeed. Oh, if I was going live, I can time that well. I guess we should get going for bingo then. Is pick today's bingo card for today's bingo show. So excellent stuff indeed. Cool. So can somebody give me a number in chat, please? The very first number in chat I see will be a number I use for today's bingo card. No pressure, but make it a fucking good one, please. You know, so no pressure whatsoever. And also, today's another podcast, which means we're back to a 5x5 bingo card. I just put Phil on pause. There we fucking go. Phil's on pause. Good stuff. The very first number in chat I saw was from Sonic, who says 220. Of course, it's going to be fucking 220. Fantastic. 220 is a number we're going to type in here to generate a random bingo card. And this is the bingo card we have for today's show. We need Phil to say and do the following on today's bingo. We need Phil to say, you know what I mean? Wrong. Him discussing the weather in some way. Him giving somebody a good old-fashioned leaning ban. And him saying king. In fact, I can actually, hold on. If I refresh this kick ban list, will we see any bans today from Phil? Phil has banned people today. Yes, I can confirm that Phil has banned people today already. He has given them the good old-fashioned leaning manual ban, which means we can tick off that straight away. Happy days. The second row is Phil saying react, in fact, support, basically, and detractor or trolls. The third row is Phil displaying some YouTuber jealousy, him saying schedule DSP tried it, him discussing politics in some manner, and him either saying Twitter X or being on Twitter X. The fourth row is Phil saying nervous, him messing with his phone, him ignoring a troll tip, him saying dude, and him discussing food in some way. The fifth and final row is Phil slapping his leg, him saying unique friend, contributions, and finally, positive. A very good bingo card. I quite like looking at this bingo card. I think it is robust and thus meaningful. So thank you, Sonic, for helping us pick today's bingo card. Very kind of you indeed. Now, of course, there's a variety of ways for us to get free spaces to help us on our way to a full house bingo board. For instance, if Phil burps, snorts, or sips 10 times before he starts recording for his shitey gameplay, that gives us all a free space. For every 6 minutes and 40 seconds that Phil begs, that also gives us a free space. If Jade shows up in Phil's chat, which she is right now by the way, and Phil says hi to Jade, we get a free space for that as well. For every 5 new or rejoining members we have to the bingo stream, we get a free space for that as well. And finally, in my opinion, the best way for us to get free spaces, 50 likes on this bingo stream gets us 1 free space. 75 likes gets us 2 free spaces, and 100 likes on the bingo stream before we finish playing bingo not only gets us free spaces, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes on this stream. So you guys are in full direct control of some ways and get free spaces, but the rest of the ways are controlled by Phil and his bizarre body functions, as well as Phil begging like the little bitch that he is. Now we have one free space already, and that is courtesy of Broside Phil. He kind of guilted me into it, you know, like Broside Phil was doing a stream yesterday, whatever, and you know, I think he got wheeled out essentially. Somebody dropped a 50 member bomb and Phil and Bro was like, isn't that worth 10 free spaces? And I was like, you get 1. I was like, I'll give you 1, bro, alright? I'll give you 1 free space. So there we go. So we have 1 free space courtesy of Broside Phil. Basically twisting my arm into it, so there we go. Profit has seen the future. Just in popping from the future, Phil is introducing a new moral support system on Kick using channel points. I didn't notice that last night. I noticed it in Phil's like Kick chat shit from last night, how they were literally offering moral support. Like, you know, it's called moral support. Like, you know, if we go back to Phil's, I've seen that. I've seen it on Phil's live stream. You can see it there. Like this, like redeemed plus 200 more support for the stream. You know what I mean? Like whatever the fuck this means. You know, so I'm not sure what it means, but but yeah, apparently Kick has a whole thing now where a lot of people can redeem 200 plus moral support for the stream. I guess Phil will explain it to us in due course, of course. Anyway, before we even start bingo, there's a couple more things for us to go through. But I'm going to let AI Phil Burnell explain for me.
Well, hello there, AI Phil Burnell here in the digital flesh. Here to tell you about Marbles on King Jad's Bingo Baddies stream. To add your name to be part of the Marbles games, use the exclamation point Marbles in chat to see how easy it is to do it. And at the end of the month, a winner will be picked. It's just that easy, like wear a T-shirt under a Hawaiian shirt.
Thank you, AI Phil Burnell, for explaining that for us all to understand. Quality stuff indeed. I think I've covered most of the bases, of course. Oh, one more thing to go through, of course, before we start playing bingo. Below the bingo card, you might see the bingo prize fund right there, which is doing quite well so far. And of course, that bingo prize fund is courtesy impartial because of your support, which is very kind of you indeed. For example, so every time we get a full house in the bingo card, we add $10 to the bingo prize fund. So if we win bingo today, it'll take us over $100 on that bingo prize fund, okay? As well as that, of course, every single Friday, we try and complete 3 very challenging marble maps. And if we complete those maps, so every map we complete adds $10 more to the bingo prize fund. So it's just something fun to do on a Friday once we finish playing bingo, you know, it's just a good way to unwind from the stress of enduring Phil for a whole week, you know. And the Fridays are usually the last bingo before Phil's day off on a Saturday, so yeah, every Friday we just have a wee fun time doing marble maps, very challenging ones, and if we get any completions, of course, we add some more bingo prize fund money. On top of that as well, a quarter of the money I make on YouTube every single month goes towards that bingo prize fund, and 100% of tips I get, no matter how big or small, also makes up that bingo prize fund. And I've included Yusuf's tip from earlier on, that went straight towards the bingo prize fund as well, and it's already been added, so excellent stuff indeed. So guys, I think I've covered all the bases, and there's only one more thing to really do before we start playing bingo, and that's me pressing random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle once more.
Is there nothing on the internet that I won't masturbate to?
Out to fucking Derek. Good luck, everybody. Here we fucking bingo. And by the way, I might be doing my best to stall because we're not too far behind live DSP. So I'm just saying, I might be pausing a few more times than usual, and I might ramble a bit more as well than usual, just because I don't want to catch up to live DSP because we watch them at 1.5 speed.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the show after being away for a day. Today, we return, and today will be a chill show recapping a bunch of fun stuff that's been going on, including an update to my current playthroughs. But today we've got all new stuff on the streams. Like, no kidding, we've got newly refreshed animations. We've got sound effects that will play in tandem with said animations. Over on Kick, we've got a new moral support system in place that fully implements channel points. So we've got a good amount of stuff to talk about today. Hope that you guys are ready to relax for a more chill show. It's time for the Level 1 podcast.
Who the fuck cares? Let's just skip a shitey fucking intro that nobody fucking gives a shit about.
Alrighty, everybody. Well, good morning and welcome to the show. It is Tuesday, the 5th of August, 2025, halfway through my streaming week. This week is a 7-straight-day streaming week, and now we're heading into the second half. 3 more days of gameplay nonstop, and then on Friday, the Mega Man Marathon Part 2, where we take on Mega Man 4 through 6 on the NES, of course, as in the Mega Man Legacy Collection on PC, while I'm inebriated because I'm drinking for levels of support, plus there'll be some food and fun festivities. It's going to be a great time, so a great week so far, and more coming up. So you might say, well, how's everything going? What's going on today? How was yesterday because there was no podcast? Maybe those of you who only watch the podcast and tune in for particular games that you like are wondering, you know, what's up? Well, we do have a good amount of new stuff to talk about today, including big updates to my streams in general. And let me just fix this here because I did not update this from last night. As you can see, we had a lot going on. Firstly, here on my streams, we have newly refreshed animations and sound effects that coincide with said animations. So this now is for contributions of $4.20 tip, tips of $5 and up. incremental, including $5, $10, $20, $30, $50, $100, and higher, are all animations now tied in with sound effects, and many of those animations are new. Okay? For the super chat side of things, we now have new animations for $5, $10, $20, $30, and $50. I don't have anything above 50. We rarely get super chats bigger than 50, to be honest. But, you know, that's also tied in with brand new sound effects to tie in with the animations. All right? There's a few animations that are still the same, but many of them have been updated or new now, and the sound effects actually make them a lot better. Now, what I want to do is test these out. And what I mean by that is this is really the testing phase. I'm not 100% sold that I want to do this long term. I want to see how intrusive to the gameplay and to the podcast, etc., this sound effect deal is. I've never had sound effects on the stream before. Since I became a live streamer in 2017 with interactions, I've always had them muted. You could have them. And a lot of streamers have done these, you know, all the time. But I've really stayed away from doing that. And you might say, well, why? If everyone else is doing it, why did you never do it? Well, basically, from what I surmised, okay, a lot of people were tuning into my content back then. We're talking, you know, almost a decade ago, 8 years ago when I did full-time live streaming. They were tuning in because of the old kind of content that I used to make, which was offline, on-demand, YouTube-style, in a playlist content, all right? And you got to understand that, you know, I have a long-time history on YouTube, almost 18 years at this point. You know, my channel has more videos than most other channels, and the people that put me on the map that really made me successful on YouTube weren't used to online live streaming. And so basically what I needed to do was a slow process of kind of easing in to being an online interactive streamer, where I felt that if we were going to have obnoxious, over-the-top, constant sound effects, that it was just going to push people away who had basically liked my content up to that point, right? Imagine if 7, 8 years ago, I'm playing the new hot game. I don't know. Let's say it was a Dark Souls 3 or whatever was new at that time. And as I'm trying to do a tough boss fight, people keep contributing, and therefore you keep hearing, you know, a stupid sound effect over and over during the fight. It can be quite distracting, right? And so my philosophy was I need to become an interactive live streamer, but not really just go full force into it, doing everything that's available. You know what I'm saying? I really should take my time trying to implement stuff. And so I have done that. Okay, I have. Therefore, I think that I've done it well. First, some animations, scrolling, you know, well, having a leaderboard, and now scrolling leaderboard, you know, better webcam. Now I have the webcam that has the background removal tool and everything. Basically, I'm trying to ease myself in more and more with this year. Here we are in August, and I'm still actively improving the streams, right? If you haven't noticed, it wasn't, oh, Phil upgraded his setup in December, January, and that's it, everything's the same. No, things are constantly improving. New animations, new backgrounds, new everything. I want to keep tweaking things and improving. It's a very different philosophy than the one I used to have, which was, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep doing the same thing every day. Okay? So, finally, I'm implementing sound effects, but I want your feedback. I want to know, do you like this or not? Are the sound effects...
Okay, Joe, do we like it or not? No, it's fucking pish. Pure utter garbage, Phil. This is absolute fucking minimum effort. You changed the background. So, Phil's idea of swapping out a couple of items for a different couple of items in the background is his idea of constantly refreshing things and constantly upgrading things and updating things and making things better. Garbage. Absolute fucking garbage. Robert says he couldn't do this on his own because he's too sure with Darziak killed a fucking dragon fucker, that fucker. Whatever happened to Darziak? Did he get fucking shamed into fucking being around Phil Burrell, or did he fucking come back in some sort of account? Who fucking knows?
Too intrusive? Are they bothering you? Are they distracting you? Do you have suggestions for improvement? Should I not do them at all? Should I reduce the amount I do them? Let me know. Also, we have to test the volume levels of the sound effects, meaning I tested them and I think they're fine, but maybe you disagree.
Well, you need to test them. You should be doing that fucking testing before fucking anything. This is something that's your responsibility as a content creator. There is nothing stopping Phil Burnell from doing a private live stream, you know, unlisted or something, and he can fucking hear for himself how the sound effects sound when he presses a fucking button. I have done this in the past. I have done this fucking before. I've done test streams before, and occasionally I'll try and drag people into it. Usually it's fucking profit, to be fair. I've not tried to do any testing for a while. But in the past, when I've had to do tests, and sometimes I'm dragging people into it as well to get their opinions and their thoughts as well. You know, trusted individuals. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm testing this. I'm testing now. How's this look? How's this sound? You know, and I'll just drag people into it against their will. But yeah, but Phil doesn't do that because he's too fucking lazy. He doesn't fucking care. He waits until he's fucking alive and just throws it at his audience and hopes that this fucking works first time perfectly without due diligence whatsoever, without any fucking, you know, tweaking here and there. It's just utterly unprofessional, Phil. You're sitting here saying things are constantly fucking upgrading and improving, and at the same fucking time you're not fucking doing anything to fucking test things yourself whatsoever. It's just such a lazy approach, as to be expected from you.
You think they're too loud or you can't hear them at all. So today, as people contribute to my streams, please give me your feedback on the animations and the sound effects. I'd like to hear everything that you have to say about it. Likely, we won't see them all for a very long time because it's rare when we have a stream where we're going to have every level of contribution. You know, you're talking as little as I think it's a $1 or $2.
So Phil could, I got to remind you, Phil could manually play all these animations right now and test them right now if he wanted to fucking test the audio levels. Instead, this is a sneak bag. This is a massively disgusting sneak bag where Phil's asking for everyone essentially to fucking give as much money as possible across all certain levels as possible, so you get to hear them all and you can fucking test the fucking waters of how they all fucking sound. This is, don't get confused here. This is absolutely a sneak bag where Phil's hoping that there's going to be tons of different levels of support today, so all the animations, as many animations as possible, are played, both super chats and tips. Yeah, I don't know. Look, it's perfectly straightforward, Phil. If it's a short sound, you know, it's not too intrusive, you know. Like, it's something, it can't be longer than 5 seconds, essentially. The one exception to that, of course, is when I get a tip, it plays like money, money, yeah, yeah. You know, that one. So, and also it kind of prepares us, and also text-to-speech as well. That prepares me for some text-to-speech shenanigans as well, you know. But everyone loves that wee tune though. But that's when I hear that tune, it's okay. Time for me to be quiet. Time for text-to-speech to kick in and see what what's happening with that. But other than that though, usually for busy content creators or busy streamers, the sound effect shouldn't last longer than a few seconds. Simple as that. And for the most part as well, I think every single other alert I've got doesn't last that long in terms of like noise, if that makes sense. You know, it doesn't last longer than a few seconds.
Super Chat gets an animation on the stream. But it's these new ones will start around $4.20, $4.20 tip, and then $5 Super Chat or $5 tip and up. So let's see. Let me know. I would love to hear what your thoughts are. All right. So let's give it a test and see what happens. Maybe we'll get some contributions on this podcast. We'll start to see and hear them, give feedback. What I did, I enabled the sound effects on my computer, so I should be able to hear them too when they go off. So I'll hear if they're intrusive, you'll hear if they're intrusive, and we'll figure this out together. Okay? I don't want to spoil all the animations, but basically, as you know, I love, you know, classic games from back in the day, notably NES and SNES era. So I already have like 3 or 4 new animations, and more are possibly in the works. Okay? Cool. So there you go. By the way, good morning, everyone. People are starting to come in and say hello. What's going on, everyone? Let's see here. We got P-Wad, we got Beetlejuice. He says it's an outrage to do this. Okay. Chris, what's up? Nick, how are you this morning? Good to see you. Operation Fallen Angel on Kick. What's going on? Let's see here. Tanker Saver Seasonings, how you doing over on Kick? What's going on?
Bruce Phil's asking, how's the dish waffle? Phil essentially dedicated the start of the show to having a big, massive bag. He was talking about how he's got all these different animations and how things are always constantly improving for him. But he wants his audience's help to fucking test the levels of the noise of animations. So it is technically a sneak bag, a massive sneak bag, where he's telling his audience, but you know, if we can get as many contributions as possible across all different levels of support. So people need to tip him, you know, $4. So $4.20, $5, $10, $20, $50, $100 to test all those noises. And in super chats, $5, $10, $20, $30, $50 for super chats. He wants them all tested as much as possible. Now he could test himself, of course. As like he has a button on, you know, on his end. In fact, for the tips, he has to control it manually anyway. Remember, super chats are automatic because, you know, YouTube control that and it fucking plays. But tips, he controls manually. He presses the button anyway when it gets given to him. He could just test it right now, but he doesn't want to spoil it though. No, his fans need to earn it. Wink, wink. Yeah. Disgusting fucking begging from Phil, which is to be expected, of course.
And I hope that you, Gino Day, how are you today? Good morning. So,
Jade is in his chat, but Phil missed him somehow.
That's improvement number 1, okay? Improvement number 2, something that we've been trying to do for several days ever since the whole channel points fiasco. What's up, Stormforce Gamer as well on YouTube? I see ya. How you doing? So yeah, there was a big fiasco on Kick last week. What do I mean? Well, it was determined that I had these pop-up highlighted messages for channel points being used. If you don't know, when you watch my streams on Kick, you accumulate channel points. And these points can be used either for pop-up highlighted messages, or you can wager them. And you can wager the points in like predictions to earn more or less. It's like kind of like a gambling with, you know, no value currency, so it's safe to do. But people like to do it, particularly on a stream like American Truck Sim. Hey, will he get his delivery done in time, or you know, stuff like that. So, the thing is, we had to disable these messages, and it really sucked because I know people liked them. They used them. They called them moral support messages, right? Well, it was determined that sadly these messages exploited a loophole on Kick where people who had been banned could actually still do them. And you could use any words whatsoever in the messages, and you can't moderate it. So people immediately started doing these messages with the N-word in it, or doxing people, which we can't do. We can't have.
Only Phil's allowed to do that. How dare other people try and fucking steal Phil's thing? Only Phil may use the N-word. Only Phil may dox people. How dare people steal his shit?
You understand, okay? So, basically, we turned them off for like a week. What I've now implemented, which we're going to give a test, and we're going to see how this works too. You know, again, more improvements, hoping to make my streams better. With the new moral support system on Kick. What is the moral support system on Kick? When you watch my streams, you earn channel points. Then you can redeem those channel points to do moral support in the chat. And I've created 10 levels, starting from as little as 100 channel points all the way up to 1,000 channel points. Each one is a different color. They start down like yellow, orange, then it's like light green, green, light blue, blue, or it's blue and green, and then it goes like pink, purple, and finally the top tier is red. That's the highest level of moral support that you can do. Now, does it actually mean anything? No. Doesn't do anything. What I would hope is that eventually...
Well, I thought you always wanted moral support. I thought you were always encouraging moral support. I thought you were basically fucking begging for moral support every fucking day from your audience so I can be there and show up and engage and interact. I thought that moral support meant something to you.
Eventually, Kick will give more concrete stuff. Like what I would like is if you're a frequent viewer of my content, you can redeem channel points, maybe to unlock a special emote that only you get. Or maybe you can unlock a nice badge next to your name to show, hey, I'm one of the big watchers of Phil on Kick. But there's nothing like that as of yet. I'm hoping they will implement stuff like that long term. But sadly, there's nothing I can do. They haven't put anything like that into effect yet on Kick. All right? So I apologize for that. But as you can see, people are using them right now. They're doing big moral support messages. So you guys can still watch a lot, and then you can redeem your points and do moral support on Kick, which you guys have seemed to like. So that will now continue, okay?
Who fucking cares?
Cool. All right, so new animations, now with sound effects, moral support pop-ups on Kick. We've got all these new improvements to all of my streaming content, okay? So I hope that you guys like these, and I would like more suggestions as well for improvements. What else do you think I could do to make the streams more fun, more interactive, more entertaining?
Have you tried fucking off for a while? I'd fucking appreciate that.
I would love feedback. You know, you told me the other day, turn the light off on this sword. It's blinding us. So I did. You know, I want to listen to your feedback, and I want to improve things as much as I can so that everyone has a great time. And I hope that you guys are ready for a full fun day of gameplay here on the channel. Want to talk a little bit about that? I guess we should. First off, I just want to say shout out to Buckwell, because as the stream was going on, Buckwell subscribed over on Kick, and that does actually count for today as our first contribution. So let's get Buckwell up on the leaderboard. Thank you, Buckwell, for $5 of support. Let's just get to it. Let's talk about this up front. So we are currently at 93 out of 100 goals of support for this week. And we get a reward at 100. When we hit 100 goals hit, it'll be DSP Tries It, Claim Jumper, which is a local restaurant to me that is known as a steakhouse, but they do all kinds of food, including like American comfort food, sandwiches, soups, salads, pizzas, pasta, and more. So I'm going to order a couple of dishes from there when we get to 100 goals and do a special DSP Tries It that, again, isn't fast food crap, but instead something more interesting. We did this with Shake and Go last week, and it went really well. So I am hoping to hit 100 goals by the end of the week. Now, yesterday was kind of here and then not here. Allow me to explain. Yesterday, I didn't do a podcast, but we had like a half an hour hangout session. I didn't record or upload it. And then we jumped into Death Stranding 2. We got lots of progress yesterday in Death Stranding 2. We're now officially more than halfway through the game, and people are actually telling me, basically, we are now in the final third of the game. That we're in the big homestretch push, that the end of the game is a whole bunch of story. We really only have like one other place to go in the bottom like left-hand corner, and then you go all the way around the right-hand corner of Australia, and then there's the big finale, and that's kind of the end of the game. So we're getting there. Several more streams to finish, but we're getting there, thankfully, okay? Now, yesterday, it was kind of weird because we had good support going into Death Stranding 2, and we had some decent support for like the first hour, then all of a sudden, it just completely stopped in the last like 90 minutes. I got like nothing for the end of the stream, so we ended up, the first stream yesterday, we ended at around $100 of support. Now listen, that's not bad. That's great. Really, $100 on a stream is great for me. I'm not complaining, but we didn't hit the goal, so we stayed at 92 out of 100. On the late stream last night, it was Minecraft, and I think arguably, last night's Minecraft stream was one of the best I have done this year. Why?
Fucking cares?
Because yesterday, we went to explore the overworld, and I thought, oh, we're going to find more villages, and we're going to do this and that. No, we ran into a pillager's ship that looks like a pirate ship. So I don't know if this actually is part of the actual real game, or if this was added content from a DLC or something. I have no idea. But I went onto this pillager's ship, and I spent an hour fighting pillagers, rescuing prisoners, basically just sacking the ship. And I got all this new stuff that I hadn't had. I got new benches, you know, like tables to do activities on, all kinds of decorations. I got carpeting that I'm going to put down in my house now that I got. We got all kinds of stuff, but this all culminated with me finally getting a cat as a pet in Minecraft. It took a long time because the cat was kind of like hiding out on the edge of the ship. And dude, it was a major hassle to get that cat to finally get on my boat. It took like half an hour to figure out how to do it. But we got it. We did it. So now I have a cat as a pet. The thing is...
How did it take you fish? You just use fish. Like, cats like fucking fish. You fucking make it follow you by fucking giving it fish and you tame it. What? Why is this an alien concept to you, Phil? Oh my god.
It took so long. We ran out of time. I didn't even get to name the cat. We didn't get to decorate the house. So next time when I play Minecraft, we're gonna have a lot to do with all the stuff that we looted from this ship. Okay? Now, last night, once again, it seems to be par for the course when we play Minecraft. People are hanging out and we're having a good time. Lots of great interaction, lots of engagement, good stuff going on. But we usually get to near the end of the stream and we haven't hit our support goal. And every week I say, guys, with Minecraft, here's the deal. If we hit the support goal, we guarantee we do another stream of Minecraft next week, and we'll keep doing it if we keep hitting goals. But if we don't, then we'll probably give it a break, and we'll bring it back later. It's okay. We don't have to do Minecraft every week. We can give it a rest every once in a while, right? But what ends up happening is we'll get to the end of the stream.
Did Phil misspeak there?
Don't have to do Minecraft every week.
Did I hear a different word there? Hold on. Normal speed, hold on. I'm gonna lock in for this. Yeah, probably thought I heard it as well.
We could give it a rest.
Yeah, he definitely said it. He definitely said it.
We'll bring it back later. It's okay. We don't have to do Minecraft every week.
We can do what, Phil? We can do what? Let me slow it down even more. Let's emphasize it just one more time.
Give it a rest.
I like how he says it while he's clutching his own. Like, is it a coincidence that he's like trying his best to like pull his shirt over his, you know, fat ass fucking frame? Like, I don't know. It's a weird coincidence there. There's a very weird coincidence there.
Give it a rest.
Yeah, anyway. God almighty, what the fuck is wrong with you, Phil? Jesus Christ.
Every once in a while, right? But what ends up happening is we'll get to the end of the stream. I'll say goodnight to the on-demand viewers. I'll stop recording. I'll turn to the viewer audience for the stream and say, okay, guys, so here's what's going on tomorrow. And then just when I'm about to go offline, someone contributes and we hit the goal. This has happened like 3 or 4 times with Minecraft. It's been insane, okay? So last night, once again, we were at about 80 bucks of support, and I said, all right, guys, that's it. Good night. And as I'm doing this, someone drops a $100 contribution.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
$100 tip. Oh, God, what is this? Oh, no. Hold on. One of my things that I use just updated, and it looks terrible. Oh, this is what I have to do from now on? Oh, no. Oh, I don't like this at all. This looks awful. Why did they do this? They updated my mailbox. This is where I get my notifications when you guys tip me. And they updated the mailbox, and it looks terrible. Oh, man, it looks really bad. Now I don't even know what this update they did, because I don't want any of this crap. Look at this. Why is that on there? Now I don't even know if I'm going to be able to see the information I need to see when a tip comes in.
Who fucking cares?
I guess we'll find out. When someone does our first tip of the day, I'll see what this looks like. It doesn't look very good to me. Oh, man.
Don't say Phil was saying, hey, Jad, know how Phil said he did not want to appreciate you? Yeah, Phil said he didn't record it. You know? You're gonna send me something in Discord. I mean, technically speaking, if Phil chooses to not upload those, you know, non-podcast hangout sessions before the stream begins, that means that he can't claim that we're stealing the content, can we? Like, his absolute meltdown yesterday about, you know, the 220 thing is not something that shows up on his channel, in theory. So Phil can't complain about people stealing his content or whatever in that regard from that part of his stream, because it wasn't recorded. It was an unrecorded segment. I don't know. That's just more in theory anyway.
Well, I'm curious how it's going to look when stuff comes in. We'll find out today. Man, they completely changed how it looked. You know how much you guys hate when they update the chat of either YouTube or Kick? Oh, they changed it.
Shut up, Phil. We don't care. No one cares. You're a fucking boring bastard. So Broside Phil has sent... Oh, hello. Broside Phil has sent Phil a message. And, so, yeah, here we go. So, hold on. What I might do, actually, is just, like, screenshot this. I assume it's a fair game to kind of show off to other people. So let me screenshot this. It's just easier to screenshot it, and then I'll put it on screen for people to see. So, yeah. 2 seconds. So there you go. I've got to, like, show it in the chat, and then I'll fucking blow it or whatever. Yeah, you're okay with me? Yeah, okay. That's what I confirm you're okay with me going ahead with it. Okay, 2 seconds. So, Broside Phil has sent this to Phil. Yeah. And, so you sent this to Phil. So, here is the message, and I'll zoom in for you guys as well, you know, just because I'm a lovely bastard. So, on your recent stream, you stated the following. They turned the police report into a giant fabricated memeable story so that they had fake content to put it on YouTube, including fake guests who claimed to be people who they weren't. They made it all up. I am the only person who spoke with Officer Leanne Whitney regarding the matter you're referencing, so it is clear that your comment isn't directed at my content. This message serves as a formal request to either remove the video in question or edit out the portion containing the above statement. If no action is taken, my next step will be to pursue legal remedies, including presenting a case for defamation to YouTube. Sincerely, Broside Phil. The thing is though, he never uploads these things anyway. Like, from my experience and understanding, Phil never uploads these non-podcast half-hour hangout sessions, you know? Because he never bothers recording them, you know? So, it's... So, I don't know if you were thinking that he didn't upload it because of this message to you, but from my understanding, he never uploads them anyway, you know? But it still gave a wee gig of sure. Phil threatened with legal action. I mean, technically speaking, it does exist in this channel. And if you have a link to his live stream, then yeah. So Phil's live stream from yesterday, I imagine, is private. You know? In fact, hold on. Hold on, 2 seconds. I have an idea. Bear with me here, 2 seconds, okay. In terms of this potential legal action, you know, if Phil's stream still exists on his... Hold on, this might be something, it might be nothing, but give me a wee second here. So, because I actually had Phil's live stream open yesterday, very briefly. Because I had to use it, you know. I had to use it briefly, just to fucking get the fucking thing. So here we go, was it this one? Yeah. So I have a link to Phil's stream we did yesterday. It's this link right here, and the stream is private. That means the stream is still on his channel. The stream still exists on his channel. Now it's not public, but it is still uploaded, and it is still on YouTube, and he can choose who gets to see it, including the very things he said, which so, you know, slandered you. So, I'm going to send you a link to Phil's stream from yesterday. This is, you know, you'll see the same thing. The video is private, you know. But if you need that link for anything, there you go. Because obviously, that link is evidence essentially of what Phil said. And I assume also this is a good thing as well. You could probably use raw Phil into his stream to kind of get a rough idea for timestamps. Yeah, yes, that's the thing. You could probably use raw Phil for timestamps as well. But there you fucking go. That's I just had a feeling. So I'll say if Phil does try and call you a bluff, then at least you got a link to his stream, which still exists in his channel, for all the nasty things he said. You know what I mean? Yeah, the defamatory things he fucking try to claim to his audience. Anyway, let's crack on with bingo, shall we? We've got 2 free spaces so far. We're doing quite well. And yeah, so fingers crossed we can keep going here and get the full house locked and secured.
Bad. This looks awful. They made all like rounded cartoony text. Ugh. Damn it.
Who fucking cares?
Okay. Anyway. So yeah, last night, out of nowhere, at the end of the stream, boom, $100 tip. And for the record, it's not always the same person who saves Minecraft. It's been like 3 or 4 different people now who have come in and contributed. Like last time it was Lance Catamaran on Kick. He came.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
And he did like a 10 sub bomb. This time it was someone did a $100 tip. Now this tip was so generous, not only did it push us to the goal, it pushed us over the goal, and then we had another contribution. So it ended up being over $200 of support for Minecraft last night. So that's why we're at 93 out of 100 goals. Okay? So that's great. And it means that yesterday overall was a pretty darn good streaming day for me. I had a great time. I think all the gameplay was great, and the streams were great, and the support was great. So no complaints whatsoever. Everything went really well yesterday. Okay? So thank you for that. Thanks for a great streaming day. Now, we try to push forward here and hit some more goals this week. Like I said, what I would want to do is by the end of the week, I'd like to hit the 100 goals and do DSP tries at Claim Jumper. I mean, obviously the last chance to do that would be Friday during the marathon. But if we do it earlier than that, then I'll order earlier. We'll do it either, you know, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday we'll order something else, and we'll have basically 2 meals this week. But that's okay if we don't. If it ends up being that we hit it on Friday, that's perfectly fine. Let's see what happens.
A reminder right now. So he's on 93 goals right now. And he's basically telling his audience that, you know, it'd be great if, you know, he could get fucking some more goals by this time tomorrow. Or the next day. You know. But if not, then he'll happily accept by Friday. You know. But his dents have the fucking ultimatum. They must make sure that they give him $150 fucking dollars per stream, multiply by 7 before Friday.
This week. Okay? And by the way, you guys had brought up that you're interested in seeing me do a different kind of DSP Tries It. One of the ideas is like some kind of liquor, like maybe do a flight of beers, and you guys give me the different beers, like international beers, one from each different country, and I try. I'm okay with that, but I need to know what exactly it is you guys want to see me do so that I can get it on my day off. So, hey, give me an idea, you know, if you guys want to share, hey, yeah, you should do these 4 beers and taste test them against each other and see what they're like. I would do that. That sounds like a different kind of DSP Tries It for sure. I'm down for that. But let's try to brainstorm and see what you guys want, okay? All right, cool. All right, so I think we're almost all caught up now. Today's schedule is that right after this podcast, it is more Donkey Kong Bonanza. And we are currently in World 8, which is the world of weather and elephants. There's giant tornadoes and rain and also elephants. And we just got the elephant transformation. We haven't used it yet. So today, first thing we're doing is we're jumping into this room full of lava and we're using the elephant transformation to suck up the lava and make items and throw them around and get all around this room and go from there. So that should be fun. And we'll see how it works today and how it's implemented. And we'll probably beat World 8 today and head on to World 9 and see what's next. Okay? Cool. Tonight on the late stream, it's kind of a unique one. Starting around 7 p.m. Pacific time tonight, here's the deal. Tonight, it is going to be the conclusion of Luto, the unique thriller suspense mystery game with horror elements implemented. But after Ludo concludes, we're going to change it over to a Chill with Phil late night stream. Now, the reason I say that is Ludo only has about 30 minutes left, roughly. Like, we may or may not beat it within about half an hour. So, obviously, I don't want to have a stream where there's nothing else. So, that's why I'm scheduling it. Like, let's just beat Ludo, see the ending, and then we're going to do Chill with Phil for the rest of the stream. What I will do is I will post up, you know, on social media, X, and also on my posts tab here on YouTube. So you guys know when we've beaten Ludo, because very well, many people might not want to care or see the end of it, but they want to come hang out with me after. So you'll know when to join if you're not interested in Ludo, or if you want to just come hang out and see the end of Ludo and then stick around for DSP, Chill with Phil, then so be it. I'll see you tonight, okay? So those are the streams today. FYI for the rest of the week. Tomorrow it's more Death Stranding 2, and tomorrow we are not going to do a podcast again. We're actually going to skip the podcast again.
Oh, so tomorrow's going to be a 3x3 card again, okay? An unrecorded 3x3 card, so Phil can say anything he wants and think he can get away with it because it's not recording his channel.
So it's going to be another major stream of major progress in Death Stranding 2. If you haven't noticed, I'm making a major push to try to finish Death Stranding 2. We're over 30 hours into the game at this point, and I want to beat it soon. So I'm making a big, big push for progress. Tomorrow night will be Grand Theft Auto 4 with mods on the late stream. Man, do I hope that we do better, you know, tomorrow night with support than we did last time where I made like 40 bucks. I don't know what happened because GTA 4 had been doing well, and now it's just not doing well. So hopefully we'll see a turnaround tomorrow night. Thursday, there will be a podcast, and I'm on the fence if I should do a bonus stream of Death Stranding 2 or Donkey Kong. At that point, we would have done 2 streams of each game this week, and I could do whatever I want. We'll basically see how far we are in each game. Jasper Kitty, what is it? Staring at me. We can see how far we are in each game. We can try to determine which game maybe we want to make more progress in because maybe we can finish it soon. And we'll probably do that as the day stream on Thursday. And then Thursday night is Thursday Night Fights, Capcom versus SNK 2. I'll play more CVS 2 and try to rank up. This time around, I'll be playing on PC because the last 2 times I played on PS5, so I've been alternating. We'll go back to PC and try to get me to Super Diamond. I am Super Diamond rank on PlayStation 5, but we're getting closer there on PC. Hopefully I can do that Thursday night. And then, of course, Friday is the big Mega Man Marathon Part 2. We did the Mega Man Marathon Part 1 back in January, if you can believe it. Yeah, it's been 8 months, 7 months, 8 months? Shit, it's been a long time. This time around, I'll be attempting to beat Mega Man 4 through 6 in one sitting while inebriated because I'll be taking shots for levels of support. I will have whiskey, tequila, rum, and the 99 fruits shots. So we will have all of those things available as liquor choices to take shots when we hit levels of support on Friday. It was pretty challenging doing this in January. If I remember, it was really hard to beat Mega Man 1 because Mega Man 1 is a tough game to begin with, and then I was inebriated doing it. It was a little bit easier when we got to 2 and 3 because 2 and 3 I actually knew a lot better. But in this case, I don't know 4, 5, and 6 that well. 4 I did own, so I know it better, but 5 and 6 I never owned and didn't play back in the day. I've only played 5 and 6 once ever, each, during a summer of Mega Man that I did like 12, 13 years ago on YouTube. So this will be interesting to see how well I can do and if I can actually beat all 3 games during the marathon on Friday. Now, like I already said, there will be food. I just don't know what yet. It'll depend on how the week goes. It could be the Claim Jumper DSP tries it, or it could end up being something different if we do that earlier in the week. Okay? So I'm excited for Friday in a huge way. As you know, I love Mega Man, and I'm excited to try out another marathon and see how it goes. Remember what I already told you guys. If Friday's marathon does well, and we get good attendance, engagement, and support, we will be doing a second marathon in August. This is unprecedented. I never do 2 marathons in 1 month, but I will actually do one at the end of August, final weekend, because I want to do Mega Man proud.
See, a lot of people have their own theories that Phil Burnell is desperate for money, which is why he's doing 2 marathons in a single month, which is a plausible theory, you know. Even though Phil Burnell's making like you know, July was good for him. He made over $8,000 in July, okay? And yet, here he is in August, still acting utterly desperate. Like it's not enough for him. Like, can you imagine making $8,000 in a single month and thinking to yourself, wow, I need more? Like, it's ridiculous. How can you not live within your means, Phil? If you're getting $8,000 a month, and yeah, exactly, he had a week off as well. Phil had a week off and he still was giving all his fucking money. he had a more successful July than he had June, which is incredible. But yeah, I just... $8 and Phil still like, yeah, I need more. How? How is your life so fucking disorganized in this way where $8,000 a month is not enough for you to be comfortable with, Phil?
And do him justice, before we essentially don't play classic Mega Man for a long time, I would like to play the Mega Man Legacy Collection 2, which has Mega Man 7 through 10. Now, I don't think that I would beat 4 games in one marathon, but it would be pretty exciting to do one more and see how it goes, and see if I can get even further. And then the next marathon would be the end of September, then one in October for Halloween, then November, and then December for Christmas, okay? So let's see how it goes on Friday. Hopefully it goes really well, and if it does, you get 2 marathons in 1 month, all right? Excellent. All right, so now I've pretty much covered all the topics that I wanted to cover. It took me about half an hour, all right? So thank you guys for chilling. Thanks for waiting, all right? I hope that all this is very informative to you, and you know what's going on. Let's get some support this morning. So far, we've got Buckwell, who subbed over on Kick. Can we get our first super chat of the day, so therefore we can see our first animation and sound effect for the day? Can we get our first tip of the day, so we can see our first animation there and sound effect? Maybe we get some members, maybe we can get some subs over on Kick. Let's get some support rolling to hit our goal today and keep moving towards DSP Tries It at the end of this week, okay? Outside of that, that's all I got for today. There's nothing really going on in gaming news. There's nothing very important to talk about. Therefore, I want to open up the show to you guys for some Q&A. Tag me.
Well, you can look up anything game news related to fucking talk about. There's like nothing at all you can think about talking about. What was it? I mean, not that I'm complaining as a fucking podcast, but what was the fucking point of the podcast then? Essentially, if I wanted to do a podcast today, so I can fucking remind people, hey guys, I would like a lot of contributions so I can get fucking, test these animations out. You know, let me test, let me get all these contributions and tips and super chat so we can hear how the audio levels are. And that's basically the whole point of the podcast.
In the chat, let's see what you guys want to chat about. Okay, and we'll go from there. Now, if we end up hanging out for a little bit and running out of things to talk about, we can end the podcast early and we can jump into Donkey Kong Bonanza to make extra progress today. I'm okay with that. So let's see how today goes. Here we go. Jay Kuma says you should definitely try various Mexican beers for future DSP Tries It. One of my personal favorite is Modelo. I always used to drink Corona when I was in high school. I'm serious. When I wasn't old enough to drink, I would drink Corona. But yeah, maybe I could do that. Maybe I could try like 4 Mexican beers and directly compare them to each other and tell you which ones I like more or less. But that's a possibility. Ram says, why is it impossible to chat on your Kick channel? I don't know what you mean, Ram. There's 2 limitations for people to chat on my Kick channel. Limitation number 1 is your account has to have existed for a day. Why? Because I don't want trolls coming in making 400 bot accounts and immediately spamming the chat. Burger. I want them to have to wait to do that, so that way they can't just keep making unlimited accounts. That's number 1. Number 2, there's like a 6-minute wait. If you wait 6 minutes and you follow the channel, because you have to follow the channel for like 6 minutes, then you can chat. So I don't know what you mean that you can't chat on Kick. No, save us GTA 6. Drinking streams don't scare me with my past addiction. I'm not an out-of-control alcoholic, and you saying that makes you sound really fucking stupid. Really, it does. Like, you guys keep saying dumb shit like that. Do I drink on every stream? Am I out of control?
Oh, this is good. This is some good sodium right here. Well, you confessed yourself that you're an alcoholic. If that's... So, alcoholism is a fucking disease. It doesn't just fucking switch off. That's not how it fucking works usually, Phil. Let's be real here. Phil was never an alcoholic. Phil was just some dumb young bastard who fucking drank too much sometimes and fucking let his drunken idiot big mouth get himself into fucking trouble, and so he fucking hid behind the fucking pretense of being a fucking alcoholic to get himself out of said trouble. I refuse. No. I've seen. It's just, shit, man. Fuck. It's a sore subject for me. I think we all know somebody in our lives, like, friends or family or sort or neighbours, whatever. I think we've all known someone who has suffered from alcoholism, and Phil uses it as a fucking, as some sort of fucking defence mechanism. And then when people fucking question him fucking drinking all the time, promoting him drinking all the time, guys, $100, I'll drink, please, get me a fucking nice drink, And when people, it's like, I'm saying, this is why Phil gets questioned all the time on this very fucking thing. And there's Chris Sizemore saying, as someone who's worked with addicts for years, this is exactly how they react when called out, defensive and angry. Let's see this defensive and angry retort from Phil.
Dreams don't scare me with my past addiction. I'm not an out-of-control alcoholic, and you saying that makes you sound really fucking stupid. Really, it does. Like, you guys keep saying dumb shit like that. Do I drink on every stream? Am I out of control? Even during the marathons that I do once a month, am I out of control drunk? The fuck are you talking about? Jeez. The problem is people, I swear to God, people on the internet are like, it's either black or white. It's either you're a full-blown alcoholic or you're a 100% straight-edge teetotaler. No, you can be in the middle. You wear that? It's called moderation. Try it sometime. Okay.
Oh my God, he's drinking gin.
Would I ever play Mario Party? The thing about Mario Party is...
Needs friends, and Phil has no fucking friends, so no.
It's definitely, it's a game that if you play with a few friends or whatever and you're messing around, it could be fun, right? But I don't really do those kind of streams. I don't. So really, I don't think I'm ever going to be playing Mario Party as a content creator.
Yeah, because you have no friends. We get it, Phil. You're fucking friendless fuck.
Fuck you and your friends.
Well, it's no wonder you don't have any friends.
God's fucking sake.
There's nothing wrong with Mario Party at all. It's a fun game. It's a great game. It's meant to be not seriously competitive, but just kind of silly fun. So enjoy it if you want, but it's probably not for me. Usagi Jojo says there's going to be a new limited time McDonaldland themed milkshake coming to McDonald's. Sounds like something I'll probably skip because it sounds
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No!
disgusting. We all know that McDonald's milkshakes are absolutely gross. Remember when I had the Shamrock Shake earlier this year? It's not even really milkshake. Did you know that? McDonald's milkshakes are not milkshakes. I don't think they have enough dairy in them to be considered milkshakes. So that's why they just call them like dessert shakes or whatever. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be doing that. No, Cracker Jacks, it's not that I have a young audience that doesn't understand. It's that the people who say dumb stuff like this on my streams are just trying to content farm. Like, oh, former alcoholic speaks about how it's okay to drink, and here's the clip. They're morons. They're not actually trying to say anything. They're not concerned for my well-being. They're just morons who are trying to content farm. I'm not stupid. Have I seen Nightmare Alleys? No, what is Nightmare Alleys? Never heard of it. What DLC did Buckwell give me for Truck Sim? He gave the Idaho State DLC, the Truck Interiors DLC, where you can have different items for your cabin, something to tweak the wheels, and I think the Heavy Cargo DLC, where there's going to be like bigger cargo that you can now do. I think those are the 4 he gave me, if I remember correctly. And we already utilized a bunch of them. It was really fun, so thank you again to Buckwell for that. Thank you. Ram says, I love your consistency of broadcasting and your organized approach. I appreciate that. I try to do things as professionally as I possibly can.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Now, this is content farming. This right here is content farming. You know? You're sort of saying, do you like me, King Jad? I love my wife. She is a fat angel. Shout out to your wife. And all her ample massive ass.
And I've definitely gotten better at this in the last couple of years. And, you know, I'm very consistent with my schedule and organization because I treat it seriously. I'm not just someone who's messing around every once in a while. Oh, whenever I get on stream or whatever, you know,
I cannot handle this guy pretending to be professional because it is a fucking bullshit fucking narrative he's pushing here. This is the same fucking guy that wakes up 10 minutes before stream shoot to fucking begin, who doesn't fucking test things before fucking putting them live, and fucking has to ask his audience, guys, please let me know how fucking things sound over, because I didn't fucking bother my arse to fucking test it myself.
I want to be nice in line. I'm a very organized person. I've you know, been like this my whole life, where I like to have, here's my plans for the week, here's an outline of what I'm doing, here's this, here's that, you know what I mean?
That sounds a very artistic trait, Phil. That sounds like a very hyper-fixated as that sort of thing, you know? Phil Burnell just low-key admitting, yeah, I'm probably autistic, but I was never diagnosed with it.
Okay. Alright, wow, I don't like how this looks at all. Ugh. I got my first tip of the day, and I don't like this new email system. This is ugly, man. What happens if I do this? Let me test something. Oh, it's so bad. They idiotically have a pop-up thing that says priority. I don't fucking know where that even comes from. I don't want it to say priority.
Cares?
I want that gone. And I don't know if there's a way to get that to go away. Fuck, man. Why'd they have to change it? It looks like shit. Is there any way for me to get rid of that? I don't think so. I think they're just complete morons.
I completely forgot. Lecturer fucking made a fucking trailer. Oh, this is obviously a theme song for Familia DSP. Lecturer had a trailer out. I completely forgot to show that off to you guys. Shit. Hold on. I'm finding it. Fuck it, I'm fine. I don't fucking care. Give it a second here. Lecturer, I'm coming for your ass. Hold on. Where is it? So where's the trailer? The trailer, I should scroll down a wee bit more. Here we fucking go. I've actually not seen the trailer yet, you know what I mean? So yeah, fuck it. So it's a minute and a half long, you know? So let's see the trailer for Familia DSP Episode 4, which is coming, by the way, this Sunday, apparently.
Meet my cat, Jasper Kitty Paul Burnell II. Jasper is telling me that his litter box is full. Jasper is now telling me he is hungry. So, it's my responsibility as an adult to get him the Rolls Royce of cat foods. Fuck the litter box. Get some Meow Mix. Keep that litter box full 24/7.
On the next Familia DSP, Philip is having a hard time fitting in. I wonder why.
Fucking Elmo. I'm your little king, right, mother?
Oh my goodness, Phil, you're balding.
Work on my sexy?
You're wearing Zelda shorts. That's not grown or sexy.
Get in! Get in! Get in! Fuck!
It's Egg Side Phil.
Let's face it, Jade, we don't fit in with these factions.
Don't worry about it.
Look at Humpty Dumpty.
Humpty Dumpty over here is trying to be in the stool pigeon patrol.
I'm gonna be the fucking authority around here.
All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Whoa, buddy.
Jesus. Oh my god.
Are you trying to boost estrogen levels naturally? Get a fucking white claw before the night stream and fuck up your liver. All you have to do is tip, 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 tippity, tip, 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 biatch.
Jesus Christ, man. Oh, that's fantastic. What a trailer. What a trailer. What a fantastic trailer. My god. Oh, I'm hyped. I'm hyped for it, man. I'm so looking forward to this now. Oh, I can't wait for Sunday. Although, I guess technically, I mean, 6 p.m. his time. I guess we'll see it on Monday. So, when we're doing Bingo next Monday, I guess we'll watch it before Bingo starts. You know, I can't fucking wait though. It's going to be so good and so robust and meaningful and wholesome and positive.
No, it looks, it's just bad. Once again, we're gonna improve it. No, you made it way worse. You're just idiots. All right, well, let me take a look. Okay. I got a dollar tip. Someone asking if you were just going to be getting into fighting games, what fighting game would you jump into? I mean, the biggest one is Street Fighter 6. It's got to be the biggest one, right? That's what I would recommend. Jump into Street Fighter 6. It's very easy to learn. The meta, meaning the top tier gameplay, is very simple. So there you go. Okay. Kate says, I love the new changes. Chill vibes only. Thank you, Tay.
You know what annoys me? Jade was in Phil's chat at the very start of the stream, and Phil didn't see him. Phil didn't acknowledge him, and Phil didn't say hi to Jade. And then Jade seems to have fucked off or fucking fallen or something. Not heard a word from Jade since the fucking very start of the show. So Phil didn't say hi to him, I wouldn't get a free space.
Jay Kuma says, any retro RPGs I'm considering going back to make a playthrough. I was watching your Chrono Trigger playthrough. I can tell you really enjoyed playing it. We're doing Suikoden 2 this summer. We're doing Suikoden 2 HD by the end of the summer. Probably either middle to late August or middle to late September. And we're going to carry that in. I promised you guys that we would do it because earlier in the year, you guys were awesome and really supported my Suikoden 1 playthrough really well. So we're doing 2, you know, either this month or next month, depending on timing. So what I mean, like, I want to try to get through the games I'm playing. I want to try to make a big push for progress in games like Death Stranding 2, Donkey Kong, get them done, so we have some time to do other stuff.
In case people are wondering, we are 5 away from a full house. We have 3 features so far, which means we've got 5 to go until we get a full house.
Okay.
Sad that all Phil's run out of things to talk about and he's just sitting there on dead air. I mean, I think the next... We're going to have tons of dead air here. We're going to have an astronomical amount of dead air here because Phil's just waiting for questions.
All right, so please tag me in the chat, guys. Again, whatever you want to talk about. And, you know, we'll see where the conversation takes us. Like I said, if it dies down, there's not much to talk about today. We can end the show early and we can get into Donkey Kong early. I'm okay with that.
Can I actually check the future? I'm only behind Phil by like 15 minutes. Is he still streaming? No. Yeah, Phil's still, you know. So we have at least 15 more minutes essentially because Phil's still streaming the podcast. We might have more, who knows.
Dayman says they're ready for gameplay. Ram says, what gaming chair am I using? I have no idea. I bought it off of Amazon. Well, actually what happened was someone offered to get me a gaming chair many years ago, like 3, 4, 5 years ago. And I looked on Amazon, I picked out one and they ordered it for me. I want to give credit where credit is due. I didn't buy it, they donated it. But it's just right off Amazon. I don't know what it's called. Near it, I did look for gaming news this morning. I didn't really see much. I don't see much going on in gaming right now. No big announcements, so nothing really to cover today. Yes, we're doing Mafia the Old Country on Sunday. It comes out Friday, but I'm doing my marathon on Friday, so we're starting it on Sunday. Thoughts on Wings getting caught lying about investing in Aldi's? It's going viral. Aldi? Isn't that like a grocery store chain? I don't really care. The guy, let's be honest here. Wings of Redemption, over the years, has been a pathological liar about many different things. It's weird, some of the things that he lies about, right?
Look who's fucking talking. There's a fucking pot calling the kettle black right fucking there.
His biggest controversies are the cat in the bucket controversy and stuff like that, right? So, why anyone would take what he says seriously, I don't know. I don't think that's where his entertainment lies. It's maybe just hearing what he has to say and enjoying the ride. I don't know why you would watch his stream and be like, oh, I have to take everything he says as like gospel truth. Maybe he's just making stuff up to entertain an audience.
Projectionism, anyone? That sounds an awful lot like projection to me. I'm getting strong projection vibes from Phil right there. I don't know about you guys, you know what I mean? But it looks like that's what Phil's trying to imply here. Mr. Raw, true, honest, you know, 100% real, whatever, you know what I mean, is subtly hinting towards his audience that, you know, half of the shit that comes out of his fucking mouth is just garbage, nonsense, whatever. That he's doing his best to just use to entertain people.
Which I don't see if there's a real problem with that, unless he's being insanely dishonest about like things that like, oh, I was doing an event today because I need to raise money, and then he doesn't put the money towards what he said it's for. I mean, that okay, but outside of that, if he's just messing around, yeah, I invested in Aldi, and you find out, oh, he never did. Who cares?
Phil, would it be? Phil, you done that though as well. But your argument is it's not anyone's business what you do with money given to you. So why would you think it's a bad thing if Wings does what you do? Are you trying to own the fucking patent to fucking trying to lie about why I need money? Are you upset that Wings is trying to hustle in your thing?
Who fucking cares? Why is it your business to what he puts his money in? If he streams and people give him money, he has the right to spend that money on whatever he wants. And he can tell you about it, or he doesn't have to tell you about it. He can lie about it. He has the right to do whatever the hell he wants, and you'll like it because he already has the money because you gave it to him.
This is definitely a projectionism.
So what the hell's your problem? Aldi is a private company. You can't invest in it. Oh.
But Phil, where is that fucking logic when Duty is making thousands of dollars? You know, you seemed utterly upset that side scrollers made lots of money. You seemed really upset that Kino Casino will make money talking about you. You seem upset when detractors are supporting other detractors with their financial contributions that you think should belong to you for some reason. You know? This fucking argument doesn't fucking work, because when you fucking break it down, you get pissed off that detractors make money off of your fucking idiocy, essentially.
I don't know. I thought it's a supermarket chain, right? I've never seen one, but my wife knows about them. She has mentioned them and said, I wonder if there's Aldi's around here, because where she used to come from, they had them. And I never seen one before, but I didn't know anything about who you can invest in or not. I tried to sign up for this Marvel Tokon PS5 beta, but the page was already dead by the time I...
Jade! There's a wild Jade's there, Phil. Acknowledge him. Acknowledge Jade.
Got there. I tried to sign up for it, and it didn't... I couldn't find it. I clicked the links and everything, and it said it was dead. And I search, and all I can find is fucking YouTube videos. Look. It's literally just a zillion YouTube videos. It won't give me... Oh, why is it searching for videos? I didn't try to search for videos. Yeah, see, just click on the register now button. When you click on the button, it doesn't work.
We can't see this, Phil, you dumb bastard.
Here it is. Register now. Doesn't work. Let me refresh. Oh, okay. I clicked on it, and now it says, thanks for expressing your interest in the beta. We'll contact you when it's, in the future. That's what it said.
Oh, look, it worked.
That's all it said. I tried to do it yesterday, and it actually just gave me an error. It said, oh, this page doesn't work anymore. So I don't know what happened yesterday that it wasn't working, but I just did right now. So apparently, they'll contact me when the beta is available, I guess. There you go. We'll see what happens, because, everyone's going to be trying to get into that beta. I doubt I'll get in, but we'll see. Okay.
Stop ignoring them, Phil. Stop ignoring them.
Has my streaming schedule times always been the same? No, I've moved them around a bit. I've moved them around a bit over time. And I try to adjust for what's easier for my audience, but also, of course, what works for my life, too. Like, a lot of people have said, why don't I stream later? Because I can't.
What a fucking life. And also, you fucking actually recently changed your schedule, your night stream schedule. It used to be 6:30 to 9:30, but now it's 7 until 10. And yet Phil still fucks off before 10, usually. Especially if he's got his goal hit.
My wife works in the morning. I stream later. How's she gonna go to sleep? Right? You know? Why don't I stream earlier? Well, because we like to get rest. So we can actually have like a normal life. What happened was, at one point, basically, my streaming schedule wasn't really in line with what was going on here in Washington. When I first moved here, like I was still living at a schedule that was like East Coast schedule. So everything was messed up. Like my days off, I wasn't like awake and asleep at the right times to do stuff. It was really messed up. So I did have to adjust things. But over the time, I've, you know, basically my day streams are better for a more like European audience. And then my night streams are better for more like an Asian audience. And then both streams are fine for American audiences. I have tweaked it over time to try to make it better. No one who gets up before 10 a.m. gets enough rest, and I guess I don't get enough rest. It's very rare when I get to sleep past 10 a.m. ever, even on my days off.
Get the fuck out of here. I don't believe it. I'm pressing X to get out. There's no fucking way. Phil, bullshit. Nah, that's absolute fucking bullshit. Not a single fucking person, not even your own fans, will believe your fucking ass is awake at fucking before 10 a.m. No. If you're awake at 10 a.m., it's because somebody woke you. You know, and you're like, oh shit. I'm now awake a lot earlier than I'm used to. Do I prefer cloudy days, rain, or clear blue skies? It depends. Like, I don't mind the sun, but I hate it when the sun is out, and if you're under it, all of a sudden you start to burn up because it's so hot on a summer day. You know, like the sun in the fall or the spring or the winter. Yeah, it's a big massive ball of fire in the fucking sky. Sun hot. Fire hot. Well, no fucking shit, Sherlock. He'll staring around at the fucking sun wondering why his eyes fucking hurt, dumb bastard.
Not a big deal, but in the summer it tends to be like way, way stronger, and then it heats you up. If it's a summer day and you can get to the shade, then I'm okay with it. You know, out here we don't really have humidity, so usually if you can get to the shade, you can cool down. But then there's places like, for example, you know, the east coast of the U.S. during the summer is humid. So if it's hot on a summer day and the sun's out and you try to go to the shade, you're still hot because of the humidity. It sucks, right? Now, particularly rain, I don't mind. But maybe I would say cloudy days are nice, or maybe partly cloudy days where you get some sun, some clouds. That's kind of a nice mix. I like the mix. Which Mafia is my favorite, and do I think Mafia 3 was a mistake? Mafia 1 and 2 are both great. I don't really have a favorite between the two. Mafia 3 was not a bad game, but they padded it horribly to try to make it seem like more of a value for your dollar, and it was a big backfire. The reason that Mafia 1 and 2 are great games is because they know what they are. They're between 10 to 15 hour narrative-based experiences that have a good story, solid gameplay and graphics for the time, and they don't waste your time. Mafia 3 is a game that has a solid story, and it really should have been a 10 to 15 hour game, but they literally pad it with about 20 hours of grinding gameplay. Go over here and take over this gang hideout. Go over here and, you know, do this boring objective, and just do that over and over and over to take over the territories before you can go to the next part of the story. That's insanely stupid. And like I said, that was an era when they were trying to basically implement this open world structure in every game. You know, the PS4, Xbox One era. Oh, our consoles can now handle bigger maps and better sandboxes. So let's just pad our games with insane amounts of open world content that don't mean anything. Because that's the truth, is even though you did it, all that gameplay was meaningless. It didn't add anything to the game. It was just a waste of your time. So if Mafia 3 didn't have all of that grindy shit, it would have been a better game.
All video games are technically a waste of time. It's a hobby. It's what you fucking do just to enjoy your free time.
I don't know anything about Arc Raiders, so I can't speak to it. I don't know anything about it. What happened to the crown in the background? I'm shocked. It is August 5th, and it took that long for someone to ask.
Because nobody fucking cares, Phil. You replaced the crown with a Mario Heart for some reason, for no reason whatsoever. You replaced the crown with a recently purchased Mario hat, which has no relevancy on your content because you fucking wage quit Mario Kart.
It took that long for someone to notice the crown isn't in the background anymore. Because it's been a year. 1 year since that crown was purchased and implemented and used in my content and streams. And I said, let's give it a rest. Not that it won't ever come back, because what I'll do, I'll alternate that with my background, much like all the other parts of my background. So you may see it back there some months, you may not see it back there some months. But, I mean, I've had it in the background every single month for a year. It gets kind of tiring, right? So let's do something different. Now we have the Mario hat, you know, and then we'll have other things. So there you go.
Wow, what a change that is. That has fucking revolutionized DSP Gaming's podcast for sure.
Who fucking cares?
Favorite current gen console? I mean, obviously, PS5 Pro is rivaling the strength of a gaming PC. Okay, it's not as good as my gaming PC, but it's pretty darn good. You know, games like Death Stranding 2 have looked really similar quality-wise to what I'm doing on PC. So, it's a great console. Xbox Series X, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a good console. It has Game Pass, which is amazing. But you're talking power-wise, you know, PS5 Pro, of course. Switch 2 will be fine for first-party Nintendo games. I'm just waiting for a great one to come out, and there hasn't been one yet. So,
I am really surprised at the lack of support he's getting today so far. This is unusually slow.
All right, guys. We get some support today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Wow, it's almost like I fucking predicted the fellow's going to start begging.
All right, guys. We get some support today. So far, we got Buckwell sub and a $1 tip. Don't you want to see some of these animations and sound effects that I've implemented for you?
Nope.
Please, let's get some support on the stream.
Nope.
And get that rolling so that we can hit our goal for today.
Are you nervous, Phil? Are you feeling nervous about support?
Yes, Buckwell. He uses Buckwell for the win. Yeah, Buckwell pretty much being a good supporter this week for sure. Who's going to be our first super chatter of the day? Who's going to be our first sub of the day? Because Buckwell did subscribe, but we don't have any gifted subs. Who's going to be our first tip of the day that gets an animation? It has to be $4.20 or more, not $1.
$2.20 or more?
What's up, Adam? Good morning. Jade, how are you today? Good to see you, Jade.
Finally, he acknowledges them.
Squeak, squeak, free space.
Finally. He has acknowledged our Jade. We are 4 away from a full house.
Yes, we did hit the goal for Minecraft last night, so Minecraft still continues. We'll play it again next week. What's my favorite Rare gaming franchise? Ooh. I mean, Rare, let's think about what Rare has done. So,
I don't fucking care, to be honest. Okay, I'm behind Phil by about 50 minutes still. Is he still going? I just want to make sure. He doesn't like wage quit now. So, we still have another 15 minutes at least to go before Phil decides, you know, because Phil keeps hinting he's going to fucking end the podcast early, whatever, but he's still going strong, which is good. We're 4 away from a full house. Good stuff.
Rare in the 90s, in the arcades, they did Killer Instinct 1 and 2, right? I think they did 1 or 2 other arcade things, but I can't remember what they are at the top of my head. It was definitely Killer Instinct was the big thing in arcades. On home consoles, they did the entire Donkey Kong Country series, Donkey Kong 64. What was in that Rare collection? Oh, they did Perfect Dark. That's right, Perfect Dark. What else? Grab by the Ghoulies? Yeah, Grab by the Ghoulies they did, which I actually was playing in that Rare collection and I liked it, but we never got back to it. What else did Rare games did they make?
He's cheating. He's Googling that shit.
Oh my god, of course, Banjo-Kazooie. Great games. Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, they did do Conkers. They did Conkers Bad Fur Day. Oh, they did GoldenEye 007. Holy shit, everyone loves that. Battletoads. I didn't even realize that was Rare. Battletoads is also great. Let's see, what else did they do that I might know? Oh, Narc. That was an arcade game. Yeah, Narc was an arcade game. Back in the day, it was very popular. Time Splitters I never played, but I know a lot of people know them. California games? Seriously? I didn't know they did that. I had California games on PC back in the day, in the 80s. On my dad's PC, I played California games. Oh, they did RC Pro Am. That's an outstanding game. Man, they did a lot. Out of everything, the most notable is probably Donkey Kong Country, right? But they've done a lot over the years. That's good. Banjo-Kazooie, now I like. I didn't play it in the 90s, but when I did the HD versions a few years ago, I actually really liked them.
Who fucking cares?
There you go.
You're so boring, Phil.
Papa Vera's here today, and he says, would you be part of the Italian Mafia if it were back in the 30s and 40s and were given the opportunity? Well, I would pretend to be part of the Mafia, but then I would snake them for personal gain. Yes, of course.
I'm sure a Mafia would be very forgiving about that, Phil. You've been nowhere near the fucking Mafia, Phil. You don't even speak Italian, and neither does your mother.
Theodore says, do you think that Sony will ever make a Sly Cooper game again, or anyone, or do you think it's dead in the water? You know, that's a sad story, because Sly Cooper was very popular with its original trilogy, right? And Sly Cooper was still seen as a character synonymous with Sony properties for a while. If you remember, in my earlier days as a YouTuber, remember I went to E3, and you had PlayStation All-Stars, right? And that game got a lot of attention, and Sly Cooper was in that game as one of the featured characters, and you're like, oh, that's cool, you know? But then what happened is, they announced Sly Cooper 4, and they actually had that at the E3 I went to, which was E3 2012. And it came out, and everyone was like, including me. Like, it wasn't a bad game, but you could definitely tell that the original devs who made Sly Cooper 1 weren't involved, and that it was another team trying to make a Sly Cooper game. So it was good, but not as good as the previous Sly Coopers, and it actually did not sell very well compared to what they were hoping for. So after that, Sly Cooper was literally shelved and hasn't returned. And that's really sad. I think Sly Cooper was great. Same with Jak and Daxter, right? The only franchise that continued was Ratchet and Clank, and did you notice that Ratchet and Clank, since their return on the launch of PS5, has been also dead in the water? I hate to say it, that classic era of Sony seems to be behind us. Like right now, what franchises would you say are synonymous with Sony? I would say God of War, and I would probably say, I don't know what, The Last of Us? Outside of that...
Spider-Man? Sony owns Spider-Man, don't they? So, does that not count?
What other big Sony franchises can you think of? I think what's happened is, there's no more console wars. There used to be this giant heated competition between Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, right? And now it's kind of done. So because of that, there's no real reason for these console makers to really focus on having first-party exclusives that are synonymous with their brand anymore. Now, they just want everything to cross over.
Squeaky Wheels Jade tipped £1.
Oh god.
Squeak, 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 squeak. I feel like I should file a defamation lawsuit to Familia DSP for not including my poorly painted blue cranial helmet.
It does that best it could, you know, it's artistic license. Let him fucking do it however he wants. Yeah, no, Jay, don't be too upset, however. That's just called artistic license freedom, you know. I mean, you got to make these little tweaks here and there, you know. I mean, you can't make it too accurate now. If it makes it too accurate and you see it, Jade, your tiny little brain, your tiny little smooth brain might just fucking blow up and explode out of fucking sheer shockery, thinking, when did I do that? No, there has to be these little subtle different tweaks and changes in case you get very confused as to why you're on the magic box. So yeah. That's why these artistic changes take effect, because obviously they want to fucking make sure you get too confused, thinking to yourself, when did I do that? Someone help me. I don't remember this at all.
To really focus on having first-party exclusives that are synonymous with their brand anymore. Now, they just want everything to cross over. Everything's going to get ported eventually to PC or be cross-platform and be on the other console. So really, the era of the big console exclusive seems to be behind us. Here's some examples. Someone said Astrobot. Fair enough. I would say Astrobot is one right now for PlayStation. And Spider-Man. Well, yes, to some extent, because Spider-Man is coming out on PlayStation first, and then it seems to be getting ported to PC after the fact. I would agree there too. Okay.
I mean, I'm fucking fed up with Spider-Man. Like, honestly, I'm fucking ready to fucking join the fucking all his fucking villains. You know, Spider-Man's a dick. I'm getting fed up with Glasgow. Like, I'm trying to walk about Glasgow and like streets are getting shut off and fucking. I mean, I will say this. They're actually trying their best, and then for the new Spider-Man movie, they're trying their best to try and be. They're trying to be kind of like authentic with what Spider-Man does. They had it set up today that Spider-Man was swinging from a web through the streets. Now, obviously, he's on a crane. You know, he's on a crane and he's pretending to swing from side to side. But he was actually swinging from side to side. But he's pretending to like fucking web shoot from side to side, you know. They're trying their best to actually portray genuine fucking swinging through the streets. And I think it was actually Tom Holland that was fucking doing it, to be fair. I mean, obviously, he's got a fucking mask on and all shit, but it was actually Tom Holland. There's like a video of him, like, you know, warming up, you know, he's practicing the fucking moves or whatever, but aye. That is set up so a fucking explosion went off behind him, not shit, and he's fucking just swinging away from it, not shit. It's fucking ridiculous. He's trying to fucking walk about fucking Glasgow, and it's like, no, you can't go through here. It's like, get the fuck out of here. That's why I get myself a fucking burger. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck. That's a good point, actually. Spider-Man is British, so he's not an authentic spider. Yeah, that's right. He's a fake. He's a fake Brit. Mind you guys have fucking Sherlock Holmes played by fucking, you know, Robert Downey Jr. You know? Fucking American pretending to be fucking British, you know? Shocking.
Okay. I received a $4.19 tip. And this person said, sorry, Phil. So this person basically tipping just under the thresholds to see an animation with a sound effect. So you do not get to hear the new sound effect that I put in for the 420 animation because that person only tipped $4.19. Well, it is what it is, I guess. No animations and no sound effects for you guys. Jade says he misses Sly. He was a big fan, and he watched all my Sly Cooper playthroughs from the past. I know. I like playing them too. They're great games. It's pretty.
Reminder: Phil is in full control of the tip animations because he has to manually press them every time he gets a tip. So yeah, there you go.
Sad that Sly's kind of retired now. No, as I said, and I'll say it again, I am not going to play Street Fighter 6 right now at all. I'm not interested in it. Sagat, did you guys see Sagat? So everyone's playing with Sagat in Street Fighter 6. He's horribly broken. He broke the game. Sagat has a walk cycle where you can tap. If you have a hitbox joystick, so you know you have the buttons for forward and back. Because a regular joystick, the range of motion, you can't do it. It takes too much. But on a hitbox joystick...
Phil, can you please demonstrate that motion again with the joystick?
Tap. If you have a hitbox joystick, so you know you have the buttons.
So here, Phil is going to demonstrate a normal joystick. Is this how Phil plays with a normal joystick?
Buttons for forward and back. Because a regular joystick, the range of motion, you can't do it. It takes...
No, these fucking breaking joysticks all the fucking time.
Too much. But on a hitbox joystick, Sagat could just stand like this and slide forward. He literally doesn't walk. He just goes and nudges forward and instantly can do it.
He goes what? He goes what, Phil?
Like this and slide forward. He literally doesn't walk. He just goes and.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to say it one more time in slow motion. Hold on.
Box joystick. Sagat could just stand like this and slide forward. He literally doesn't walk. He just.
So this is what Sagat does apparently in the game. Hold on. Go on, Phil. Please demonstrate.
Does.
That sounded so very, very wrong. That is giving me May the 1st vibes.
He just goes.
Jesus. People want that in 5 times speed. The Fox wants it in 5 times speed. You know, fine. No, I will give the Fox what he wants. Let's go to 5. I'm going to 5. Hold on.
Parallelogram Yosef tipped £3.33. Wait. Wait, I thought Robert Downey Jr. was black.
Depends on the movie. It depends entirely on the movie. Oh, come on, Yosef, don't go full retard now. You never go full retard. Well, thank you very much for the contribution. Very kindy indeed. Let me add that to the Bingo Prize Fund as well. Fucking hell. And what do you mean he's not black? I thought it was. I was sure of it. It looks black to me. Anyway, Fox, you wanted this at 5 times speed, okay? This is what you asked for. Here is Phil doing that at 5 times speed. Brace yourself. You blink, you miss it. That was you wanted it 5 times the speed. And it's gone. It's just fucking gone before you know it. Now, hold on. Jesus Christ, can we get it? Yeah, there you go. We're back to normal. Although we don't want normal. We want 1.5. We want 1.5 supply. There you go. Brothercide Phil has seen the future, and Phil only has $15. Wow. Phil is getting fuck all today. Go get fucked, Phil. Yeah, broke ass bitch. Anyway, let's crack on with the bingo, but let's play that noise one more time so Broside Phil knows what we're laughing at right now.
He literally doesn't walk, he just goes and nudges.
Yeah, that noise at 0.25 speed is insane.
Forward and instantly can do a move. So he's completely broken. What's supposed to happen in a fighting game is when you go to walk, you commit to a walking animation where you are now walking forward a step. So that's a risk you took walking forward. You committed to the step. Sagat, they fucked him up. He just goes like this, nudges like this, it goes, so he can move forward and instantly block, or move forward and instantly do another move.
Damn it, he done it again. Phil, stop making a noise.
He just goes like this.
Hold on. As I said, when you play this at 0.25 speed, it gives off May the 1st vibes. I'm just saying, it gives off strong May the 1st vibes.
Nudges like this, it goes, so
there you go. Jesus Christ. One more time.
This, it goes,
I like the fact that Phil is... Tacozilla would have a field day with this screenshot. I mean, this pause right here. It looks like Phil's working 2 at once, doesn't he? Tyrone and his fucking pal came round and they need fucking fluffed up a cat. What the hell? Oh my god. Wait. He does this again 20 minutes later. Are you shitting me? There's no way. There ain't no way. Oh god almighty. Hold on. I just screenshot this. Hold on. I'm getting a screenshot. Hold on a second. Bear with me here. Don't mind me. Usually I would go to raw fill for it to try and get like the full crisp, clear, but I'm nah, I can't be arsed. I'm too fucking lazy this time. I'll just go directly from the raw fill source here. Get the screenshot, remove the background, send to my Discord, and I'll see what tacos all has in mind, if anything, for it. Or anyone else for that matter. Ah, well. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to try the, Phil's channel. Bear with me, guys, please. I beg of you, be patient. This is all for the sake of art. Shut up, Phil. He's still going. Wait. Phil is still doing the podcast now. He's still rambling on. Hold on. I mean, I've got Phil's stream here as well, his live stream. But, so, how far are we behind? So I'm behind Phil by about 20 minutes almost. Hold on. Let's rewind 20 minutes and see if we can see the bad man doing strange things with his hands.
It would be amazing, but if I was on death row, I guess I'd probably be...
No, that's definitely not where I left him off. Hold on.
So he goes...
It's why is it so fucking funny? There's no way that's... Hold on. Death row. That's like fucking longer than that. Hold on. Oh, this looks familiar. Oh my god, bro side. Like, bro, how intimidated are you right now? You gonna sue me, bitch? You gonna sue me? I'm ready to strike you at any time. I'm gonna punch you through the screen. I was gonna fucking come. He's coming for you. He's coming for you. His fists are locked and loaded. Oh hell, I don't even know what if. Hold on. Screw it. I'm getting a screenshot. I'm definitely getting a screenshot of this, man. This is fucking... Like, why? This is the stance. Bag of hood. Right, hold on. Remove the background. That should work pretty good, I think. Yeah, there we go. Cleaner video, easy. Background removed very easily, very good, sorted, very fantastic. And I'll throw that in the member Discord. Members can enjoy that as much as they want. Excellent stuff. Of course, that wasn't what I was trying to find in the first place. I was trying to find this sort of thing. Hold on. Was animations going off when Phil was doing this? I don't think it was. Oh shit, hold on. It must be before this then. Hold on, it must be before this as well. It must be here. It must be here somewhere. Hold on. What's it talking about here? Oh, for fuck's sake, play the fucking thing.
Seems to be behind us. Here's some examples. Someone said Astrobot. Fair enough.
I went way too far. Oh, fuck, I went way too far.
Is forward? I'd forward. He literally doesn't walk. He just goes, and...
I'm sorry. It's still funny. This is the first one. This is the first example of him doing this.
And slide forward. He literally doesn't walk. He just goes,
I swear, I fucking maintain, okay? And, sorry, don't worry, like, you never have to apologise, pal, you never have to apologise, like, something's happened, life happens sometimes, you never have to say sorry, so yeah, it's okay. As I said, Bingo's here for whenever people can, if people can't enjoy it live, people can catch up on live streams on demand afterwards, you know what I mean, that is what it is, but yeah, health comes first, gotta look after yourself, gotta make sure you're okay. But, in the meantime, let me just place it at 0.25 speed to give you a wee laugh. And call it immature all you want. I think that's very funny. I guess I'm an immature bastard. But yeah, wherever I can go. Hold on, but it does it again afterwards.
What's supposed to happen in a fighting game is when you go to walk, you commit to a walking animation where you are now walking forward a step. So that's a risk you took walking forward. You committed to the step. Sagat, they fucked him up. He just goes like this, nudges like this. It goes, So
it's still funny. I don't know why. It's still funny. Hold on. Let me here. Let me think. What's a good? So I'm just trying to think. What's the best? I'm just. There's a gift right there. Jesus Christ! There's a fucking gift right there. Oh shit! God, Phil, calm down, son. Right. Okay. Let's try and get a screenshot of this. If it doesn't fucking work, then I'm giving up. We'll get back to bingo. I apologise for the massive derail, but you can't rush art. That's my excuse. You can't rush art. I know some people might think this is art. Well, in some people's eyes, yes. That's not too bad at all. You can make one still there, but okay, I can hold on. I can remove that. I can remove the thing. Hold on. Erase, restore. Erase. Get rid of this microphone. We don't need the microphone. Get fucking out. Get away, microphone. Fuck you, microphone. There we go. I want to. There's now I can send that to members code as well. Members can have as much fun with that as they desire. Excellent stuff indeed. Anyway, and Broside Phil sent a tweet. What's this? You also had some fun of it as well. It's 4 AM when I got done drunk tweeting. I break into your house. What you gonna do? Well, I'm definitely liking that and reposting that. Absolutely. What you gonna fucking do when Phil Bonetto comes for you? Then forgets the camera's on the whole time. Hello. Let's get back to bingo, shall we? Let's get on with the show. We are 4 away from our full house.
So he can move forward.
I forgot it was still on 0.2 speed. My bad. Hold on. Yeah, it's a bit too slow. Let's just bump that back up to 1.5, shall we?
You took walking forward. You committed to the step. Sagat, they fucked him up. He just goes like this, nudges like this. It goes, so he can move forward and instantly block, or move forward and instantly do another move. He's completely fucked up. So Street Fighter 6 is broken to fuck now because they put Sagat in it and they fucked up the character. Boy, am I glad I'm not playing. Seriously, I'm so happy. I said fuck Street Fighter 6. I'm not bothering with it because I'd much rather play CVS 2 on Thursday and play a game that's actually good than this broken piece of garbage. Sagat can do, listen to this. He can do full screen EX Fireball, full screen EX Fireball, full screen EX Fireball, and that burns him out. All 3 of those fireballs combo, and then he can do super. And all combos from full screen. I'm not playing. I refuse. I fucking refuse to play garbage. Really. Thank you to Smokin' Home Brew, who gifted a sub over on Kick. I appreciate that, Smokin' Home Brew. Thank you so very much. That gets to the $15 of support now. Bookwell says, let's pretend you're on death row. What would you choose for your last meal? Oh, man. What a question. I don't know. I'd have to think hard about that. See, the thing is, I like a lot of different stuff. I like, obviously East Coast pizza. I grew up with it, and now I can't get it anymore. To have real East Coast pizza for a last meal would be amazing, but if I was on death row, I guess I'd probably be on death row in Washington, which doesn't exist. There is no death row in Washington. I'd have to be in a state where there's death row, and how would they...
It's a hypothetical, you boring bastard. Well, it doesn't apply to me, because I'm a resident of Washington State, so they don't have death row here, so your fucking question's actually dumb as fuck. Fuck off, you boring dick. What would be my last meal? If you could choose your last meal, what would you choose? I don't know. I'm trying to think what I would choose, There's a few things I really do enjoy, like it's like I'm trying to think of like the most favourite like foods or meals I've ever had. It's hard to choose, Like, it's really hard to choose. Like, fuck me, man. I don't know what I would pick. I have no idea what I would pick. Like, I love lasagna. Homemade lasagna is incredible, for example. As well as that, though, I love Bamolo chicken. Fantastic meal, especially when it's made right and it's just perfection. It's cooked as well. But then again, some of the most favourite things I've ever ate has been like is like pizza. Like a really good, well-made pizza. Especially, remember the Dominator base that Domino's used to have? The Dominator base was fucking OP. Like, it's a big, massive fucking pizza base, And it's a fucking it's like double decker, it's a bit of crust, And tons of that fucking nice cheesy kind of cream sauce in between the layers or whatever, That shit, when it's fucking applied plentifully, makes a fucking pepperoni pizza just incredible. You know what I'm saying? Diablo's would be a good Italian pizza, there you go. The Fox would have a deep fried half pizza supper and deep fried Mars bar. I see you're a man of fine taste. Good stuff. Very good stuff indeed. Broside fellows tell me to check Discord. This is all my fault. What have you done? You son of a bitch. Well, Subway's gonna ban you. Or block you, sorry. You're getting blocked by Subway, I'm pretty confident. Subway's coming for your ass, bro. It's like, well. God damn it, too. I actually watched Happy Gilmore 2 the other night, you know, I actually watched it. It's okay. You know, it's alright. You know, it's okay. Maybe a bit too much, you know, you know, like, random cameos were random, you know. But yeah, it's an okay movie, you know. It's enjoyable. The first Happy Gilmore movie, fantastic, you know what I mean? You know, the second one's not meant to be better, but it's meant to be a little fucking respectful nod to the first one or whatever, and yeah, it's a fun movie. It's one of those movies I won't go back to anytime soon, don't get me, you know, it's not, you know, but it's okay. It's alright. Anyway, back to Bingo, back to Bingo.
So he can move forward to instantly block, or move forward to instantly do another move. He's completely fucked up. So Street Fighter 6 is broken to fuck now because they put Sagat in it and they fucked up the character. Boy, am I glad I'm not playing it. Seriously, I'm so happy I said fuck Street Fighter 6. I'm not bothering with it because I'd much rather play CVS 2 on Thursday and play a game that's actually good than this broken piece of garbage.
Who fucking cares?
Sagat can do, listen to this. He can do full screen EX Fireball, full screen EX Fireball, full screen EX Fireball, and that
hold on, why is the screen so fucked up here? Hold on. There you go. I was went too zoomed in. I was wondering why I was so fucking zoomed in there. But, yeah, so Phil basically saying he can do full screen. We heard this all before, Phil. Who cares? Can you get on with the show so we can win bingo already? We're trying to get you to fucking say 4 more things, do 4 more things.
Burns him out. All 3 of those fireballs combo, and then he can do super.
On the wrong fucking nothing falls. I was wondering why his stream was so fucking. I'm not on Raw. I was on Phil's stream instead of fucking Raw Phil stream. Fuck off, Phil.
Get me the East Coast pizza, right? I don't think they'd be able to. But the thing is, would I want lobster? No. Crab? Probably not. It's good, but that's not like, I don't know what I would want. I'd have to think about it. Maybe something Italian, maybe something crazy like a super good lasagna or something. I don't know.
Don't copy my ideas, you cunt.
No, I haven't played WWE games in a couple of years, and I don't have any plans to do so in the near future. No, I do not.
Does WWE Champions not count then, Phil?
Over the years, who was stronger in Street Fighter games, Sagat or Akuma? Well, it's a good question. Early on, Sagat was strong, but then Sagat got nerfed, and Akuma overall became one of the best characters of Street Fighter after Sagat kind of got nerfed in a lot of different games, okay? Then it's always been back and forth. Like, case in point, right now, I'm playing CVS 2. Sagat is way better than Akuma in CVS 2. Sagat is one of the best characters in the game. But then look at Street Fighter Alpha 3. Sagat's actually one of the worst characters, and Akuma's the best, arguably. So Capcom always kind of went back and forth, you know? Akuma, right now, is still one of the best characters in Street Fighter 6, but now Sagat's added, it seems like he's going to be the best character. So, you know, I don't know. I think that's a hard question to answer. Undoubtedly, they are both amazing characters, and it looks like Sagat may be godlike in Street Fighter 6 now, but the thing is, they may nerf him. I mean, it's so broken. Full screen, fireball, 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 super, and you can't stop it, all combos. No walk cycle, just nudging forward, instant moves. I mean, what a fucking stupid idiots who made this game. How dumb can they be? Oh, I know. Jay says, man, I would love to see Lily actually be good in Street Fighter 6. Lily, one of the characters that I used that first year of Street Fighter 6 and got her to master and actually liked her, remains the worst character in Street Fighter 6. Capcom refuses to improve her. They literally do nothing to improve the character. They just don't even try. It's kind of like they designed her, had no idea she would suck, and now that she does suck, they don't know what to do to make her better, so they just leave her the bottom character and don't even improve her at all. It's really lame. What's really sad about that is that she's supposed to be from the same tribe as T-Hawk. And T-Hawk, historically, was also one of the worst characters in Street Fighter history in every appearance he's ever had, except Super Turbo. In Super Turbo, he's actually now top tier. He didn't used to be, but people figured out that he's top tier. But outside of Super Turbo, in Super Street Fighter, he sucks. In the Alpha Series, he sucks. Every game he's ever been in, he sucks. But outside of that, everything else is good in my life. You know what I mean? So, I'll be the guy on level 1. I streamed myself masturbating. I'll be the guy life. I'll be the for the thousands of children. Sagat is the new Ken and Cammy, pretty much. Oh yeah, if I were playing Street Fighter 6 today, every person would be using Sagat, and he's so abusable and broken.
Phil, please talk about something different. You're boring everyone.
Character would have like a 60-70% combo with him, like every player. It's ridiculous. So I'm glad I'm not playing it. Seriously, like it's actually refreshing to say I don't have to worry about playing Street Fighter 6. I don't have to commit to playing it. I don't have to have it in my schedule. I'm not like just think about it this way. Every single fighting game creator has to play Street Fighter 6 today. There's nothing else going on. EVO's over, and they want to maintain that hype, so every one of them is playing Street Fighter 6 and playing this broken fucking mess of a game that they literally broke with this new character. I don't have to do that, because I'm not reliant on fighting game content. I can do it from time to time, but thankfully I'm not, oh, I have to do this today. I don't have to play broken, shitty new games. I'm not fucking wasting my time on it.
And yet you're sitting on $15 right now instead of $150. So, you know, and people are asking you constantly, when are you going back to Street Fighter 6? There seems to be demand for it, Phil. People are asking for it. Maybe give the people what they want.
Oh, I didn't know there was an Indies Nintendo Direct tomorrow. No, I wasn't aware of that. I'm not going to watch it, but if there's something good, then maybe we can talk about it on the podcast on Thursday. Remember, again, I'm skipping the podcast tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's bingo is going to be a 3x3 card, since there's no podcast.
Can I do a workout stream for the next reward goal? No. If and when I work out will be my own personal thing.
Immediately say no. No, it's impossible. You guys might laugh at me in my form. I don't want to embarrass myself by working out and showing them me as being active. Phil gets fucking out of breath going between his closet and his chair.
And I'm not going to really, you know, do that on stream. I'm not a workout streamer. I'm not a health streamer. When are we playing the new Ninja Gaiden when it comes out in the fall? Doesn't it come out in like October? No, I do not get paid when you use channel points. That does not happen. I do actually make some income off of your views on Kick because I'm part of the partner program. But I do not actually get anything if you're using channel points.
When we hit the 250 vest streak for that celebration, I'm going to debut a new vest.
Yes, I have been to Little Italy in Manhattan. Once. I went to Chinatown a bunch of times. I went to Little Italy once. Well, have you tried the Wednesday Addams meal from Wendy's? No, it's not even a meal. It's bullshit. It's fake. I've already explained to you guys how it's false advertising. They're saying it's a new meal. It's not. It's 10-piece nuggets you could buy anytime. It's a small fry you can buy anytime. And it's a Frosty you can literally buy anytime. The only difference is randomized dipping sauces for the nuggets, which you can't even control which ones you get, and they squirt a sauce on top of the Frosty. It's exactly the same food. There's absolutely nothing new. There's no point to doing it. At least I could say this. With the Minecraft meals that McDonald's did back in, what was it, April? Yes, it was still just the Big Mac and nuggets, but at least you got a unique toy that was part of the meal that also had a code that you could redeem in the game. So at least there was an incentive to get the meal. You get something out of it. You don't even get anything with the fucking Wednesday meal. It's literally a fucking ripoff saying, hey, stupid Americans, dumb fucks, spend more money for the same food because you're so fucking dumb. Oh, look, we drew a W on the fucking fry box. Pay us $7 more. No, I'm not going to do that because I'm not stupid.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Yeah, I've been hearing about this. Little Italy has shrunken massively in New York City. Basically, it used to be this giant district, and now it's like one block, if that. Apparently, Chinatown kept expanding and took it all over. Yeah, pretty crazy. Yes, I've had New Haven-style pizza before, called a Pete's. That's how you pronounce that. It's spelled a pizza, but it's pronounced a Pete's. I've had Pepe's, Frank Pepe's pizza. And man, it was good, and it was completely unique, and it actually did blow me away when I had it. But it was so long ago. I had it a million years ago.
Interesting number.
Do I like Chicago pizza? I've had it before. Chicago-style deep dish pizza. It was from that Chicago exclusive chain, but I can't remember what they're called. It's the one that they called stuffed pizza. So it's deep dish, and it has a stuffed layer in it. And I've had it twice, and both times I absolutely loved it. It was so unique and good. No, I've never had Turkish-style pizza. I've never heard of that before. I have no thoughts about the new Sydney Sweeney ad. I don't even know who Sydney Sweeney is. I just see her name on social media all the time, but I pay no attention. I don't care.
So you start wondering if the guy was, like, if he's been drinking.
Jay Kuma says it would be cool if we could do a DSP tries of different styles of pizza. Well, the problem with that is that where I live in Washington State, there is no actual authentic pizza. There isn't. There's a pub that does a dish-style pizza. That's pretty good. There's wood-fire pizza from a chain called The Rock. That's pretty good. But then there's other places that do pizza. It's all fast food pizza. None of it is authentic pizza at all. It's just, oh, quick dough, toss it in the oven fast with some toppings. None of it is very good. None of it is like authentic Italian recipes. You can't even get like a solid margarita pizza anywhere out here at all. It doesn't exist. So it sucks. Like there's nowhere I could do 3 or 4 pizzas against each other, but it would be insanely expensive. I wouldn't ever eat all that pizza, and it's not going to be authentic regardless. If I still lived on the East Coast in Connecticut, I could have done something like that. I could have gotten like some New Haven pizza, compared it to more local pizza where I was living in like Bridgeport. Maybe got like a thin crust pizza from somewhere. I could have done that, but nothing out here is authentic enough to do it.
Who fucking cares?
What other streamers do I like to watch? Well, my wife and I have watched a variety of streamers over the years. Probably in the last 5 years, we've probably watched anywhere between 10 to 15 different streamers.
He's not going to name them in case they get harassed because Phil enjoys them.
Okay? But I'm not going to ever say who it is because sadly, these weirdos on the internet, I'm not kidding. If I ever told you, oh, I watched this streamer and their content, I liked it, they would go over and harass that person for literally no reason. I wouldn't be doing it. They would, just because they think somehow that would get at me. Now, it wouldn't. It wouldn't have anything to do. It wouldn't affect me. But these people are that dumb. Like, they go...
I mean, I think... can you imagine being a big content creator and learning that Phil Burnell enjoys what you do? I'd feel dirty. I'd feel, ew. Ew, he watches me? Him? He's too busy to fucking do anything in his spare time. Uses his spare time to sometimes watch me? Ew, disgusting. Yeah. I have a feeling that content creators wouldn't be massively... Well, they probably wouldn't fucking care, to be honest, but yeah.
Do things like that for absolutely no reason, but they're just fucked in the head. They're actually broken mentally. They're snapped. Crap. So, I'm never going to talk about stuff like that because that way I don't want the fact that these idiots stalk me to then, you know, go negatively on other people. So, I'm not going to talk about that.
It became a meme, right? The meme was to hate on me. Were there legitimate reasons? At first, there were.
I don't even know what Kirby Air Riders is. I guess people were saying there's some Kirby game coming out, but I'm not even aware of it. I guess that's how under the radar that shit is. Kirby Air Riders? The fuck? Alright, it seems like we're running out of topics to talk about, so unless we get a few more, we'll probably end the show early. And as you guys can see, we got almost no support on the podcast today, so I'm hoping that we will get some once I start playing Donkey Kong. Obviously, we want to keep momentum going. We have now hit goals 3 streams out of the 6 I've done this week, but we want to get them hit today. Please support the stream if you can, and last chance if you would like to talk about something, tag me in the chat. Lou Malnati's from Chicago. No, I had the other one. There's 2 kinds of Chicago deep dish stuffed pizza. I had the other one. Is it like Giotto's or something like that? That's the one I had twice. Will I ever play Grounded? I did. Is it Giordano's? Giordano's. That's probably the one that I had. Yeah, that's the one I had twice. Yep.
Who fucking cares?
So will I ever play Grounded? I did play Grounded when it was in early access. I thought it was just okay, but I wasn't in love with it, and I never went back to play it. I said to everyone, this could work as a stream where we kind of hang out and chill while I play, and we have like interaction. I compared it to like how I had done Minecraft streams before, but no one really cared. Like, I'm serious, like no one really ever asked me to go back to it, so I never did. The villain says he wished they would make Capcom vs SNK 3. If you want to know the truth, I actually think that's what they were getting at with the whole fact that we have this crossover between Street Fighter 6 and City of the Wolves. I think that they were trying to gauge interest. Is there enough interest in the Street Fighter community in SNK characters like Terry and Mai as guest characters? And is there enough interest in the SNK community with guest characters like Ken and Chun-Li who are now in City of the Wolves? And if there's enough interest, then they would actually greenlight and finance Capcom vs SNK 3. So I guess we'll see. I would believe that there has been enough interest. I mean, Mai Shiranui was one of the best characters in Street Fighter 6 and actually had the highest play and win % of like any character so far as a DLC character. That may change what it got now, but she was the most played, the most high ranked and everything. City of the Wolves, City of the Wolves did okay, but didn't overly sell. And in tournament circuits, it hasn't done well. But the funny part is, the company that made it is financed by, isn't it like the Saudis or something like that? So they're dunking tons of money into it. And they're trying to get people to buy. Like, I think the prize pool at EVO was like huge for that game. But the thing is, it doesn't get tons of players. So I don't know about its longevity. I feel like that game is not going to last. As soon as the money dries up, people are going to just drop that shit. So I don't know. But CVS 3 could be huge. The problem is, if they made CVS 3, you know it's going to play like modern Street Fighter. It's going to be dumbed down, simple, easy mode shit. The things that made CVS 2 great, the incredible amounts of footsies, different gameplay styles, timing, and mechanics, it will all be lost. Because they'll make CVS 3 play like a game for kids because they want to sell copies. So it won't be challenging, and it'll just be boring again. It'll probably be, oh, the whole game's been exposed within 2 weeks, and the game is boring as dirt. It's just sad that this is what they do with modern games. Instead of trying to make them fun and challenging and competitive, they just make them simpletons games. It's fucking stupid. I did not mean to ban you, Darkside Burt Reynolds. I misclicked. Hopefully I...
What name? Darkside Burt Reynolds, holy shit. Yeah, I'm surprised that Phil's not mentioned the LTG ranting much today. You know, he seems to have forgotten he's trying to manufacture some drama with that person.
Did I unban you, or did I? Maybe I didn't. Hold on, I'm trying to unban you. It was a complete mistake. Okay, I think I unbanned him. I was clicking the guy above him, and it scrolled when I clicked.
So let's have a wee look at the kick ban list, shall we? Let's refresh the kick ban list and see how it's been for today's stream so far from Phil. Kind of curious here, hold on. How many people has Phil banned today? Oh, he's been busy. He's been a very busy boy. So everything from here onwards is when Phil was awake today and banning, you know. So there we go. Max for slapping, Liedwick police report real, Epsilon TN, Jack GP4, Private, Nifty, Darkside Burt Reynolds banned and unbanned, and then banned again. Wait, what? Oh, hold on. No, I think I got unbanned yet. Oh, I think so. Phil was going after Darkside Burt. No, so he was going after Alex EC, but he instead got Darkside Burt Reynolds. So there we go. And MRC at midnight is saying they once got banned by Broside Phil. Jeez, that's impressive. Broside Phil, he gets some power and it gets to his head.
Abdullah, I did not missing out on Sagat. Did you not see? The game is completely broken. Sagat broke the fucking game. Sagat can literally nudge forward in his stance. He doesn't commit to a step forward.
Don't, for God's sake, we were warned. Sonny warned us that Phil was going to do it again. Come on, Phil, make your funny little noise.
So you can nudge forward like this infinitely and then just do uppercut. Or you can nudge forward and instantly block. He's insanely broken. He's probably the most broken fucking fighting game character ever. They fucked the whole game up. I guarantee you they're gonna have to patch it and fix it. I'm not playing that shit. Fuck that game. That game is ass. I can't believe it. No, I have not tried Grok's new features of scanning plants and animals to see what species they are. Maybe I will because we have lots of cool birds and stuff that come by all the time. Maybe we'll scan some birds and see what they are.
Nice dead air, Phil.
Yeah, City of the Wolves, I'm sorry. I played the beta, and I saw potential until I realized every character has like a 70-80% easy mode combo. It's trash. These games, all right, attempting to make it so easy to have high damage output have ruined competitive fighting games. The whole point is that if you're going to get that giant combo, you had to fucking work for it. You had to bust your ass to either charge the super meter or get that perfect position to pull off this high skill execution combo. When every character in the game has an absolutely insane over-the-top combo that does like 70% damage, there's no point in playing the fucking game. It's ass. I just don't like it at all. I'm so tired of it. Okay. Anything else, guys? Or shall we end the show? Can we get, how about this? Before the show ends, can we get one super chat?
Nope.
One tip big enough to get an animation?
Nope.
Can we get one member? We haven't had any members. And can we get one more sub?
Nope.
Can we just spread it around a little bit? And
Nope.
then we'll begin with Donkey Kong. Because I can't believe how slow of a support we've had on this podcast. It's not a good sign. I certainly hope that that'll turn around when I start playing Donkey Kong, but you never know. Can we get one of each kind of support? And can we, for the goodness sake, I added all these new animations and sound effects. Can we see some of them?
Who fucking
Come
cares?
That was a nice little meltdown from Phil.
Would I ever play Mega Man Legends on stream? I never played it before. I don't know anything about it, really. I don't know if it would be a good game for me to play for streaming. You know, no one really even brings it up. When people think Mega Man, they always say like either Mega Man or Mega Man X or then the Zero series. No one ever talks about Legends. So I wonder, I wonder if it's just underrated or people just don't like it. I don't know. Well,
Phil's the kind of person who's going to fucking say that because he's added sound effects, it has stopped people from wanting to contribute. That would be the logic if Phil would use. I was convinced to add sound effects, and nobody gave me money anymore because I don't want to hear sound effects. How dare you get me to try and do what other streamers do?
I guess we're just going to end the show, everybody. All right. Well, like I said, today was more of a catch-up stream. I just wanted to announce some of the new things that I'd added to my content because I didn't get to really talk about it that much yesterday. There was no
Who
podcast.
fucking
And for a
cares?
reminder, there is no podcast tomorrow. We are going to bring it back for Thursday, and that's the last podcast of the week because Friday's the marathon. All right? So thanks for chilling with me here today, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed the Level 1 podcast. I will see you all on Thursday for the final podcast of the week. Thanks for watching, and I will see you Thursday. Okay. All right. Well, I got to hook up my my huda bada buda buda. I have to hook up my.
Not funny. Didn't laugh.
Boom. Member bomb.
My biggest fans are idiots.
Sick. Sonny has gifted 20 members, which gives us 4 free spaces. And does that mean we've won bingo? I think it does. Just like that. Just like that. That's when we know where Sonny's come along and saved the day. Goodness me. I mean, do you think aye, Jesus man. Phil had, I don't know why Phil decided to do a podcast today because he had absolutely nothing to talk about. You had absolutely nothing to talk about. But that is unbelievable. Anyway, thank you, Sonny, for gifting 20 members, and congratulations to the following people for getting a membership. Congratulations to Invader Brain, Jesse Neo, Pascal Digital, Lena Whiskey 7, Thorin, Ice Yamamoto, Alien from Pluto, King of Bait, King Be Cruel, Brotato, Savage Today, Vio, Beznan, Pensner, or Penster, sorry, Hodgie Lama, Cruel Ratchet, Thine, Daniel Cannon, Pixar Animations, and Chester Rockwell. So if you got a membership, make sure you thank Sonny for giving you a membership. And of course, thank you, Sonny, not only for your kindness and generosity and member bombs, but also for securing victory on the bingo card. Oh, there's only one thing left for us to do, of course, and that is to tick off all the bingo squares and confirm our victory.
Burger, 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 burger. Full house? Oh boy, how exciting. Anyway.
Excellent stuff indeed. As you can see, it's an angry Phil Burnell celebrating hitting a goal. Yeah, he got the money, but he's very upset about it because I didn't come soon enough for him. Yeah, so there you go. I don't know why his artwork is so funny to me, but it's just, I mean, it's just... this... It looks comically angry, and yet it looks accurate, if that makes sense. Like, it's cartoony style angry. And yet, there's something real about it because it's a sort of face that we've seen Phil make before. If that makes sense. Anyway, oh guys, and we have 50 likes as well, which is an extra free space. So yeah, we have an extra free space tomorrow. Because you guys like the stream as well, and that's 50 likes. Because we won bingo, we have an additional free space, and that'll carry over tomorrow's stream. So good stuff indeed. Let me just reset the free spaces now, and make sure I add it now before I forget. So yeah. Just press it now. So we've got one free space and that carries over for tomorrow's stream. Excellent stuff. And of course, there's one more thing to do, of course. We need to add $10 to Bingo Prize Fund. So now the Bingo Prize Fund is in triple digits already. Excellent stuff indeed. Guys, thank you very much for being so supportive. It is very kind of you indeed. Now let's go to live DSP. He's on $18. Wow, he is really starting to rake in the big bucks. You know, I'm so glad that he's not being distracted by sound effects when he's playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. That would have been just tragic if Phil was super distracted by constant sound effects going off and notifications for contributions. You know, I think his audience have been very considerate for him just to make sure he's not too distracted so he can keep playing Donkey Kong Bonanza at a very professional standard. But yeah, the bad man is not having a very good time. As you can see, he's just miserable. Utterly miserable. If you just go to live DSP. This is not the face of a man who enjoys what he does for a living. he's not a happy chappy whatsoever ever. Anyway, fuck it, we're done with the bad man, screw it. And I think I was going to wrap things up there, guys. Thank you very much for joining me for some robust bingo antics and all that jazz. Excellent stuff indeed. Of course, remember tomorrow there's no podcast, so it should be a shorter one tomorrow. I'm going to do a 3x3 bingo card. We have one free space already, thanks to the likes being hit on the stream, so I'll carry over tomorrow. So yeah, and obviously, if you know, same kind of stuff. If we win too fast, because it's a smaller card, if we get a quick win, we can do a second card, for example. If that happens, you know, we'll play it by ear. We'll see what fucking happens tomorrow. You know what I mean? But yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, fuck it, you know. So 3x3 bingo card for tomorrow's show, since there is no official podcast. But yeah, but that's obviously that's something to look forward to for tomorrow. But you know, Tuesday's all wrapped up and done and all that jazz, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, whatever it is you end up getting up to. I'm going to end how I always end by pointing to today's PIG contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. Until tomorrow, guys, I certainly hope you all enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and I will catch you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money.
Free.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory.
And it's gone, just gone like that.